Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV, the citizen's power. Citizen TV, Accra, Ghana. Citizen TV.
I think say a media phone in Anya. My yen say Kesbin phone no more ato form.
It's true.
And ato form. Enti Kesbin we dey yeshamodin na yema busua enso yakone yema yewura nankasa demre fadue.
That's it.
Asama ndu yekurunti yenim say obedi kan akohye baby pa. Enti otwedi ampomrem no yenso ye de sesa hefuchi ye. Na yenso ye de so a ne enso yakroman no. Ebedru no na yewura mu edi kan no so ahyehye baby pa.
Yes.
Na yenso yakoto adwuma pa no so.
That's it.
Enti omo nhyɛ den ara.
That's it. That's it. Okay. Right. No pay for you now.
That's right.
My for you now. So akwaba. For the do we say station be your politics dear, but we didn't strong.
That's right. Thank you.
Station ye be
more fire.
But upon say set in Pokrapo Kingdom Company per year political shows now. Who didn't pen your kind of face. Into where you are there.
More fire.
We have to say no name akono. And the Nijina Kunyani. And I said, Bequin Dean Fatana. Sape.
And I be the Oha.
And I said, Yam Bachelor.
That be Bachelor. I be the horse in Yam Bachelor.
And I do.
It's not that. Ghana for you,
but I say, every Ghana for you, Yamo, every kingdom, Herbal Center, I say, and if you're Great Kingdom Medical Hospital. You make Queen Yano, so we are back, and the yeshe. Now the Kababisi say over 15 to 20 years near Kingdom Herbal Center for the Dupa ebe jaswa unkana for togo so water wonya complain bia na afie so eduro de wo ye wi a ese de kwaso ya won hwehwe nrum ehun sampa eduro na waye no eye ne kwan so no enema na da she eduro no no na nyina ne ye pepepe eso ese fata se odasani anase odasani nipa onoma ana enti yeri nyina wi a ye ne kwaso ye baako oho no eye Center for Scientific Research into Plant Medicine. Mr. Dane, Center for Scientific Research into Plant Medicine. Ewo mampon won beje na won ahwemu aye bia labs nyina hwe duro no nyina wo sampa eduro we onomo a sei ni yade bia tetu bia no ebetu afiri ho ye wi anu a enso ha ye the Food and Drugs Authority The Food and Drugs Authority so jitumpe na say ne baby ha eden ewu enti ye aduro no ye the garlic and the shase ye the garlic and the shase ye the aduro ne be adwa so. In fact ni ayema enipadua no ebradwe ne ntaso so pa ye no so ne herbal center anase bibiduro a ye be adwa so a ye the garlic ye aduro ne dikan enti so bi so abaso no so ye bibiduro a or the garlic aye bidia na te say yen ani dikan because we kwa baby akoye search na we mu sampa a great event is a kingdom herbal for wo mo ana mo ye garlic and dikan utie me awie ya obi ope garlic pa no tie omoja no aklote omoja no entimi ntimi anya adwuma yie waye srade abawu ni paduane bebrebe anase o person who lose weight why can say person was so etikakra me pa chow kingdom garlic bitters and na say the capsules no edu na awie me kan for the amount utie mi a kingdom garlic capsules no and na say the bitters no eno na awie me kan for the amount tieni srade de eya na eye me nipadua no but say srade no ye me eboro so bebre wo nipadua no mpe eno na ekofa stroke ne ba no osan say a block ni pedua no makwa so ba bia ama intimi mfanhye yie nteba ne sa no a na se wan hwia na njojo yade no obaba banya bi mepa ho choma me awie yi menua be ma awie yi obi a wutie mi bia no bowura shop bi eton aduro se ampani abrante yi kan yes se me ni ma bi so eno nti mumma me kingdom garlic capsules no anase the bitters ne bi na me nkonom na me se wo se wo de dance di ne be ba fidie so abeka chetiefo nyina and to aduro bia sa keke mam aduro a obenom a be ye ni padua ni badwumu a any side effect bia enope ene kingdom garlic capsules no anase the bitters no okay wo muso mo asikyire yade ya mekire diabetes no so wonom a ebebre na se kama ama ne se na tibia no ebeyi na furo etu ase emebre na so etu ase ede amawo ti anu ato kingdom garlic capsules anase the bitters ne bi wonso mo wan jojo yade mekire stroke no wonom no because ebia na intini no se blockages ba mu pe ba ne sa na untimi emfanshi ana efe so wa se ananse bi echichicho kakra besa o sa se blockages ababa intini bi intino eduru ba bia na se asisi nte wo se tambien etimi flow se flow sa dia ebe boa wo no de no wanom kingdom garlic capsules anase ne bitters make say udompem owie wo anape wo sorry yi wakwaso no waposo ewe wo pa watonro ne yamrofu nro watobi nom ne watibi wa radio so watobi nom watobi wa kasafide foforo bi so watobi nom but up to now waposo na ewe wo no still down no ego so yo wo to ointment ahodo okoda udware na wade asra wakoda sa me pa acho ade ne wo dipadua nim eno ntino nom eye kingdom garlic capsules no anase the bitters ne bi ena sa arthritis no ene sa FNS udompem na ayu ni nyina no ni nyina ne beyi ni nyina e de afiri ho no e de amount me pa ocho eye immune system support anase immune booster ne pedua na ye kwa ye ba nyina no ho e wetem bia e very active na bibi wo ni pedua no ma be ma na active more ba bre na eba form a onyini nti eba form no esa na yade bia nam ne ba bia no na ababa bebo e nti na me kan fo say eye immune system support be mo time bia be active emfa wo ni age awo so ja kwala wo 12 years am so manum bi and be hu doctor ansa na wato bi anom ana se wo fanyin san a de kan hu eye wo doctor ansa na wanum bi apart from that dear be say adure be boa wo mo ni pedua na ye fe na wo nasna tata no wo nasna hyehye wo no ade wo okura wonte wonanto atititi siatika yade yiwonya bi ya osisi ebu wa chibra mu ebu okun achi waposo ya wo ya ni nyinara eye kingdom garlic capsules and I said the bitters no ene be free ho ade amawo bowra shop bi eton aduro Lances chemical shop bi ano kingdom no pay ebi wo ho ye wi esa ne enso ho tie ya the kingdom ginseng power capsules so deba kingdom ginseng power capsules ne say obarima wanya adru papa anom na adru anwumiri beko hia ho kafo wondem ya na efe esi amekese last me bowura ba bia o motontonton won drinks bia kwa kunsem pani because hwe ne ekoso na mbu so ma mai adru e wa hyesesu ene nsan exist we ensan we friend say ana o ma mi names bia the baby was screaming tibida, a chamobe 30. And Sanko Abedja so sanse, one was one more, a babua motimia perform ye, oh, and Pem now no way to see what my perform me, me power chow. A bemon sounds so bonny, the moment no be dry. A babua beduma could depend anymore. A best of problem doing problem in Nadia Mawa, a ye heba product, any side effect to biano, and no, a Kingdom Johnson power capsules, and I'm account for the amount. When your infections, or just so emotion show, I saw just how what pains be actually. Infections are who doing now. I said, Bemano crap on who and Sans baby go, a piano who go, a piano who go asano. Then you need a problem. On Kingdom Johnson power capsules are a bebuao, and I say one cuckoo, and I pass, you know, no matter bebuao, while Sissia will yap much the waist pain, then you know, onumbia a bebuao. Ready, Utimia, for telephone number we, a be up a sort of common baby, but million to me canina. Ya no afre 0559 729 109 0559 729 109 and I say 0508 554414 0508 554414 ya frey na so wan kuma na me no wudi wan tibia wo frɛ telephone number na on doctors nankasa ene bedi enkomo e ma no so ye be ma mo o say bema na enom Kingdom Ginseng power capsules dia e wo so ba no so nya adura ono so betimi aboabo ma na ne maaye mu no ayefe eno nti ehwemu ye tremendous capsules ene ye ma no mo bu mu nsa esisusu ye supposed to be 2 to 7 days obu nsa 3 days na natwa bu okra 2 days na natwa ebio obu nsa no so se mo jadi timi flow ya na aclot ne nyina no eye problem na say o infections ebi gonorrhea bi syphilis bi and say white people na ajo maaye mu no aboso na say nsansan bi na atego ho no mo a me pa cho ma mi no tremendous capsules no ebeboa o make us say dan say oho nya tight won ama ukuru no complain cause dan say ukuru no we Kingdom Ginseng power capsules nti ama na so complain say as no oho ya mere oho ya obu bie kakra ho me pa cho no sa dru ya ho be tight ho be che be de papa Umususu a heat or show my ass and nyina no e be nyina afiri ho and into umaye mu no nansen and no be insurance susu ya no one tremendous capsules and be boa be mo bu nsa kama obi a ne bu nsa 10th next month no ko bu nsa 20th ya na enyefe esetimi susu so menstrual cycle no e be boa ma nyina asisu so no bi na oba na nom tremendous capsules no na be ma nom Kingdom Ginseng power capsules no ya na e man fie ene dem ye de papa ye wi bibido na wi sa no ene ehwe mu so okay ene ye mfa hospital meta actually eno nti Dr. Mufa atena ase ehye ne makama ekoduru akuap micropon akuap micropon ha ye ne hu so no hospital betimi aboa agiga na fo nyina ahwe mu aboa mu bo ne padu na CP asita no yenye bi wo ho nti ye ene atu no dini se Great Kingdom Medical Hospital ti Great Kingdom Medical Hospital and actually this na tie wo mo a wo infertility and I say awo mu ahawo no the patient doctor friend said Dr. Hanaku Labi Ghana had over 15 to 20 years na mechi doctor yinka wo mo a fan scientific kwan so say awonment ye twetwe won husu kakra fan fidiem na ye ma oba emre fie no doctor yi and Dr. Odikan Ghana ha no mo a obadwuma pa Dr. Hanaku Labi say on the Kingdom be adwuma because say on the Kingdom ayese nyina wo abo ma wo ga wo pese wo ye IVF and as ye fa scientifically kwan so emma oba emre afie ma emwa mabusu na ware no enye de no Dr. Hanaku Labi etwo etwen Friday biara anapa 10 o'clock otakonwam till the bra na no ha obia no batu nanim ya wo ba oba nko amema onu okuru nyina anya adwen baako na momomumra na yenye examinations ni nyina yenye labs ni nyina na ehwe se so why pa the problem and problem na fi e bi kwa mpa na yenye IVF ni bi po ma afanu mienu no na mo bi a so kono maduro we na lifestyle bi a we live jai and I say ABCDZ ntina ema awo ne ma no e be mo advice kama na sa akola na ensu wo fi ho no ebi esu ho na make say kura mpo wa wo mpo miensa enan mpo e na nkumafo e na wonsom de kosi ahe na awo ne ma ne nyina eye problem me pa cho masumdwemra ukunu woska wiri woska mu yadwuma papa enso awo ne ma me se wo say Great Kingdom Medical Hospital abama wo say oba abafio papa Telephone number about for doctor no 0559 729 109 0559 729 109 and I said 0508 554414. Mepa ocho me man so amu prostate yade mepa ocho ya show rubber and as a catheter na nso odwun so wa yase ye wo ya na nso odwun so mapa mienu odwun so amogya di akire odwun so emohyeso why labs ahodo nyina wo say na wanya prostate yade bi ebu won say a sign of symptoms a ema prostate ne ba mepa ocho unya prostate mpa na oyere nko obu ko si sign cause performances nye na wanya prostate awuda dem ho bisrew eman muguase ma da yenyi sa yade ne nyina famfiri hono there was special doctors hono mo a wo hwe A2 prostate ase nyina no e de afiri ho nti mesiga na fo nyina se wo prostate yade nko ano a enkwaso bia me enkwaje usika ni na emom Great Kingdom Medical Hospital ani aso ya American fo e de ama wo ntotokra eye wo nso so wo eniyade se wani afira na se wani ya wo ya wani problem bia ete na esiso na se hu ade wo chire na se hu ade na ase ben ye bi bible mu manwa atwa bom sa wo akwala ukwan ade kra wo hu but wo any problem bia no a eno so ye wo special doctors wo hono mu a wo hwe eni yade so esefata se wani nimpo say no operation nya ne kama no a kama doctor for hono mo ba ya ma anase edrobi na wo say ye trauma anase edrobi na wo so wonom na ma wadi ne so nya da ho kama ye was special doctors e ho no me say wo say ye doctors na edo maba no ebi mu fi Canada na ebi mu so Ghana ha no aye no mu ye adwuma enti kakoma to ye say hospital na wo ba no o ba gya yarasa papa na da kofi ye general OPD services ni nyina edunti say ebia malaria o typhoid o yade bia titu bia no oba Great Kingdom Medical Hospital ye be boa ne ahwe ne asa yade ne nyina ede amount se fata se yade ne mpo se na edo so operation po na se wa ye machines wo no ma ye de ye operations awo ana person obewo ho nso so a ye wo awo fancy maternity leave ni bi ha wo ho no ma betimi ya den ahwe wo omo person omo no ye odan ho no mo se mpo bibi na ekoso ana se yade bi etete wo lab ya person wo ye awhia proper lab technician mama yama wa ahu sampa yade na etete wo na yade ABCDZ na etete wo a ni nyina ye obi ho ye gini part ho enti ye hospital kase ana efe ye na so say obu wo hon ma na yade no ye bibiduro ana wo say ye fansa yade no enti se bibiduro do session na e pa acho ye behwe na e de bibiduro no so ahwe say e mrofunuro na wo say no so ye fanhwe won so a ye labs ni nyina awi a say brofunuro so a be ma brofunuro na ho ato ya kai say ye gini part ho enti ye hospital kase a abansa hwase ebio esan so ge national health insurance enti wo kita insurance card bia so oba hospital ho no ma ye bejo e kire say kofo insurance yo be ye ya ye nyina kita sa insurance bi wo de ba ye je fie private one to say glyco insurance no ye gi premier health insurance and if insurance company bia e bia ba ye momudi no e bia ne mo nyanse say enti motimi aba na ye ne matena na fie no so san hye ye ne mo aye enti mi so say wo ko hospital wo Great Kingdom Medical Hospital no na ko ba bi papa kokogya yaresa ana se obebi susu na yade bi etiti obi afo so betima to do bi anoma e be boa ma otipa ya ni nyina akono na wakoto eye Kingdom no pa ebie a me kire Kingdom garlic capsules ana se ni bitters e be boa pa so obi pi wo sokra no a onom Kingdom garlic capsules no ana ni bitters na be ma na ba form in fact ese yade bebrebe amre ni ti mentimi enka ni nyina nti ya na waba ye ngaso ye hono ni abomodre na ya hwew Kingdom ginseng power capsules no so ye memedru be ma ntimi perform ye no eheboa ma so nyina e de afiri ho ma no so asabio mo challenges no Mr. Osa tremendous capsules and ye ma number wo be fraying 0559 729 109 and I say 0508 55 44 14
more fire.
Bo say that's it.
Yes, yeah, that's it.
That's papa.
Thank you, Mr. Dame. Kingdom Herbal Center. And one is you be in any chair.
existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir, the NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir, the nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past. The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir, the nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
I've never seen a liar like our former flag bearer on air. He's a liar. Said, Edubuahin, one contested because not Oyan. This man is a liar. Today, I tell you, he's a liar. You shouldn't vote for a liar. A man who is lying to have power. Wow. Won't hear the history. Edubuahin, occurred 1992. And we winning. And occurred general election. And we lose. 1996. The former black flag bearer, Ejine Kumasi, Kasena Edubuahin Yare. Kufuor contested Edubuahin in 1996, and Kufuor BT Edubuahin, Edibeye flag bearer. He was fighting to go on the post, and they did not agree. And we contested, I will pay power. Obi abedi o mining now to be detro e distorto history say mesra mamon to abam because mumiam obi a manini kine so a liar more than we're a liar and the people are not going to vote for him. He's not a trustworthy person. When I heard him yesterday saying that, I said, what? A presidential candidate who wants people to vote for him will look eyeball to eyeball and lie. He's a big liar. Men na makachira money. We're a liar. So Timiko General said, na edubuahin yare. Wow. Timesram, edubuahin was contested by Kufuor. And Kufuor BT, no. Edibeye, munko check history. The mama omu second chance. Many are told me, I am more popular than him in this country. I'm telling you today, me am more popular than him. Who knows him? The only people, those who know him as a liar. And he continues to lie. That is why we lost. One to me economy who wants them be a digital. Am I lose you? And you people that I'm talking to know why you didn't vote for him, because of the tribal conflict. The tribal conflict. And we lost the 5 northern regions. And he's lying, he said, oh no, when you're the highest vote. Kufuor had 20 seats, parliamentary seats, and now what 10? How can you say, when you're the highest vote? Mesrem. A trona papa ni di for power no di. Mudi agro ko ye mistake se munya. Ye be say atena opposition. Ko Ghana ni di antroso no. Omo ni say tron ko na wodi. A tron wodu Ashanti region. Why so desperate he say a tron ko na every day wodi. And why we want to win power. And if you want to win power, ask the Muslims themselves. They will tell you. Say oko adum cheho edi ayikogu na nti yantoma no oko mungwa yomu shrine edi ayigu nsi yantoma no. The Muslims say it all the time. The Christians are saying yantoma no. So what are we saying? Do we want to lose power? When these same Muslims say bring Canada, Japan, Christians are saying bring Canada, Japan. And you are not catching and say what is Zongo, Muslim, nothing votes, remember. What happened in the north? And you are aware, you are the very people. More witness say his brutality. I have to tell you the truth. What is here? In this hour and Trona or Namdi and no Kurabemo will lose election. Tibunya Bo, Amontua Bama Canada, Japan. Near Manokure and Nedi, our Ghanaian politics. That's right. People in Boko Enkle, you know very well. The tribal conflict played a role for us to lose. Religious problems caused us because of him. He has to accept it. The boys only says he come me. I'm about to say one young two mano or no go jina doom chay and a young two mano young will go. They tell me all the time. They come to me. They tell me. And to one person kataso tribal conflict, any religious problems. It's a fact. And you are there. You experience it yourself. It is a trona will di eki because he wants power. And yet you are. The mesra munya jidi. Se Ghana, you let me aye. Bedemasi. Yamishira munya. I've never seen a liar like our former flag bearer on earth. He's a liar. Said, Edubuahin, one contested because not Oyane. This man is a liar. Today I tell you he's a liar. You shouldn't vote for a liar. A man who is lying to have power. Wow. Won't hear the history. Edubuahin, occurred 1992. And we're winning. And occurred general election. And we lose. 1996. The former black flag bearer, Ejine Kumasi, Kasena Edubuahin Yare. Kufuor contested Edubuahin in 1996, and Kufuor BT Edubuahin, Edibeye flag bearer. He was fighting to go on the post, and they did not agree. And we contested. I will pay power. Obi abedi o mining now to be detro a distorted history say mesra mama to abama go mumia obi a man ni claim so we a liar more than bar we a liar and the people.
So the number 2 reason is that your party no Men 92.9.
The party, okay.
Yes.
Quote for ABC quote. ABC this, ABC this. Okay. Ena, yama NDC for a blackmail and sa. Ena, ye gani free. Sa tag no ho. Yeso ye koye ye hu say yeso ye veranda party ni ade. Okaya party ni mo afei obi akasa by heart. Now we have MPP people to also insulting ye di attempt to say NDC for. So sana ni nyina no ye dwane efi ye quote title na ya yes ye pese ye veranda boy te so mo no na omo afechiri na omo kote ye elites no ne CSOs middle class labor wine no ama sese ye ni beti ye so no ko parliament ko hwe sese ye wo doctor professors ye wo retired police commissioners ye wo medical doctors on the NDC bench kanina na ntisa kanino ko parliament a crachi fo kuku dam nyina MPP side na no mugu. Oh, but we woke up to a rude shock say your intellectual base no oma desertie onko ama sese yetimi luzu all the big campuses, University of Cape Coast, University of Ghana. Kanino MPP could afford to go and sleep say any constituency be a university will be ano. You take it for granted say a MPP place. But say academics ni professors ni na oma kodom NDC even governmental appointments o de hwe doctors Professor Jamponum Dr. Mensanum they now have professors. Me respected former pro vice chancellor of UCC Professor Dora Edubwando or ye ambassador to Canada. No, even vice president Professor Jenana. First, can you know who will be see a friend of Professor Obewo NDC? I'm telling you. What in image renasi? Okay. Ntina me say, me so am a academic. I'm a chair at Adewo University for 9 years. Me de me ho aba for de. Se party no, omo use sumu as a conduit to get back the academic community. Oh, nyansa ewo. Let's get back to our base because yen ye base no. Any ye jama NDC didi ho. Do you get the point? Intino, I believe, say, me as first vice chairman of the MPP, I can be the bridger, a bit immediate use to win back the academic communities. Only how they are doing. One say, one person, MPP national vice chairman, only more you assume, say, we coach, and assume, say, Ghana have professors, academics, doctors, Akrachi 4 CSOs. Ya gather womo Accra Sports Stadium. And ye list of those are almost 92.9. List we. Ne yi ba kon say onko Accra Sports Stadium. Na only professors, ne doctors, enko kasa. Kanukre wo wakuma no say list ni mo no. Hwan en a wo be yi no say oni onko kasa. Hwan Onia. That's a powerful punch, I tell you. Nobody will tell you, say, Dr. Mustafa Hamida, there was your no corner on your mokokasa. Do you get my point? So that's number one. So the number two reason is that
when I look at the economic management team, it is quite clearly a fantastic team. Professor Jambafo, Dr. Akotose, Dr. Afriye Akoto, Honorable Alan Chiramanting, Boachi Ejaku, Ken Oforiata, Senior Minister Yao Osafo Mafu. What a solid team. In fact, can anyone remember the NDC economic management team. I'm sure they themselves cannot remember who. When I look at the economic management team, it is quite clearly a fantastic team. Professor Jambafo, Dr. Akutose, Dr. Afriye Akoto, Honorable Alan Chiramanting, Boachi Ejaku, Ken Oforiata, Senior Minister Yao Osafo Mafu. What a solid team. In fact, can anyone remember the NDC economic management team? I'm sure they themselves cannot.
Papa Nikasa, never do Humba your casa. Cause Bajo Wumpo Kofondo, I didn't know Quantisa. Who be after court to cause that test, I say, go to a Babu say and cantam. Ukoka, and you go no Yantamno. What does I so go to Anakanajo or Madano? Oh, no, I don't know test. Oh, yeah, it be so much, it be shopping with more. I had human strategy. Who say, yes, over to market for me, Shabam in the phone call. Yes, or no, so I don't know. Yes, I say, never seen him. I testing. And not testing him, no, yes, Kawoman Kanajo, Nepadano. Nanko Bubu, a court. Yes, institution. Yes, and you're not when on my baby. Because Papa Nikasa, Nepado Humba your casa. Because Bajo Wumpo Kofondo, I didn't know Quantisa. Who be after court to cause that test, I say, go to a Babu say and cantam. Ukoka, and you go no Yantamno. What does I so go to Anakanajo or Madano? Oh, no, I don't know test. Oh, yeah, it be so much, it be shopping with more. I had human strategy. Who say, yes, over to market for me, Shabam in the phone call. Yes, or no, so I don't know. Yes, I say, never seen him. I testing. And not testing him, no, yes, Kawoman Kanajo, Nepadano. Nanko Bubu, a court. Yes, institution. Yes, and you're not when on my baby. Because Papa Nikasa, Nepado Humba your casa. Because Bajo Wumpo Kofondo, I didn't know Quantisa. Who be after court to cause that test, I say, go to a Babu say and cantam. Ukoka, and you go no Yantamno. What does I so go to Anakanajo or Madano? Oh, no, I don't know test. Oh, yeah, it be so much, it be shopping with more. I had human strategy. Who say, yes, over to market for me, Shabam in the phone call. Yes, or no, so I don't know. Yes, I say, never seen him. I testing. And not testing him, no, yes, Kawoman Kanajo, Nepadano. Nanko Bubu, a court. Yes, institution. Yes, and you're not when on my baby. Because Papa Nikasa, Nepado Humba your casa. Because Bajo Wumpo Kofondo. I
told the president many things. For example, Sir John.
The late Sir John.
The late Sir John. Sir John was mining, giving concession, and doing crazy things in the forest. And he was giving the forest itself, 42 of them, 47 forest reserves to people to mine in them without going through the process.
Why should we believe you on this?
So I compiled all the letters that he wrote into a book like this and went to the president. I said, Mr. President, this man, I called Sir John. So the president called Sir John.
He called him?
Yeah, of course.
So you met Sir John before the president?
On 2 occasions.
I remember Akufo-Addo used to do that. He said somebody calls him and says, okay, let's talk.
So
so 3 of you?
No, more than that.
Okay.
Sir John, Chief of Staff, Bliatio, and maybe one of the
officers, or someone like that.
Some officers there. And I told Mr. President, this man in charge of the forestry of Ghana is the greatest danger to the forest of this country.
You said it in the meeting?
I said it in the meeting.
Yeah, the minutes of the meeting.
Yes, somebody might have written meetings, but
okay.
I don't write meetings.
I get it, yes.
And so the president asked Sir John, have you heard what the professor is saying? Oh, Mr. President, you know this, that, you know, the way he does his things.
I don't know the way he does it. You have to report it accurately.
So I thought he was going to stop. But he didn't stop.
No, what did Sir John say? How did he defend himself? Do you remember?
He didn't defend himself. He was just, oh, Mr. President, you know, one not specific about anything. Oh, Mr. President, you know, this, that.
What language is that?
Language?
Yes, Mr. President, this, that, Mr. President.
Mr. President, you know, it's not, we are trying to do this, you know, we did this and we did that. No coherent explanation. So, but it went on. And
Kwajo, have you fatu meso? Na yema pepiankoma akwaba. Jumadi ni di the Citizen Show, high across 100.5 megahertz. Mi di na na otu da kon yencha commander Boham kwabena Bobie Ansah tibrekesa. Na yemfasi the piece ni bin somba. It's answer stations need doors. But thank you for choosing us. Debi ameka say anye ho na efe ana sabi mpanyifo anim sabi mpreduasa say yinim kasa sin will be look, there are 1,001 people who probably may have not been discovered. Given the opportunity, they can do triple overaction. In TFM where see your sin will be. No, with all humility, we count the opportunity. Ayanya yeriti radio so say eye akwanya, and it was say so amanfo no e wa hombrasiem. It is a wutie mi a me peso hunu say eye wunti no bi de na no tu da ko wantie mi a me nyobia nti mekoso ada wase kosi say eye wo okasa fidie fruma ana wan kasa wuchim to akra 100.5 obi anto radio ma now do radio ye. So when you consider this plethora of stations, now say amongst all the stations in Ghana, it drew the political belter in the afternoon. Ope say was associated with a year Accra FM, and for that matter the Citizen Show. Mira, Yantra Cruza, na dear yes yo. One casacra the Sanke Bokeshi swell. And you do search because a war I would see him on Mamia you be. And you don't be phone. I mean, okay, say, Kwajo, on Facebook. What to data more? Phone on out of my 80 stations be brebe, never way on Facebook say. One be na no to that kwa me wine. Shiake. I don't and you know many. So these people, we don't joke with them. It will be our data. I share the Citizen Show here. You try to say what? You empire boy about copy. A radima quatenting. A radima wa jumani ye. A radima was a phone in an shira. Ye come on my bra Ghana. Ye mo meding can. Ye one came. Ye mo meding and come. Because you have decided. So this particular program, the Citizen Show, is for the citizens. Into ye Buama Ghana a fan into my pefra. Into say what decided say. Odo into my boy and to man. Na Ghana niswa di hune bimu mane twa pinfish yango tria twemo. Empo free Ghana. Maya shasiye. Nene ye pese ye yenu ye. Ni fra Ghana to mapa. Ni yi Ghana ni swadi hu fra don to diem di se amamu ma pomia. Na eye wona wo pese wo ka ye ho ni ese adwuma ya. I am saying that the soul of Ghana will smile upon you. And the stars of heaven will shine upon you. Every domain of your life shall attract a shine. And one other grouper. Kojo me re fu amwa na mabra truck drivers no kwajo may take one for granted. I'm telling you, because car back e bi ni pay wumbe 10 to 20 80 truck drivers and type and you but you see a drew citizen show no makasi your mind Ghana ye no they are 200.55 80 truck station beer I beg your pardon truck driver beer utie wo station na utie akra fm won so yada wase bru wono passengers na yamin shram na radin fa mon kodru asodwem then the taxi ranks kwado taxi drivers book men book women book girls book boys munjina so yada wase. God bless you. And my brothers and sisters at the filling stations. Filling stations, they are quite good for less than my meal. Me person me box station be doing me jebi. But my boy mo Facebook and so on can be the filling stations hold on nka. Mon trot will be di ma menanka. What's it? Goyle. Oh, so Goyle the only leader. Goyle is the leader of all filling stations. I mean Goyle there. That is the nation's AU. Kwame na mkata ze. Kwajo. O support to Goyle, what support to Ghana. Eti Goyle there is the leading in Ghana. We Goyle sin Chaya. There are other stations. BT Bernard. Kwajo mo kai me bi. Star Oil. Unity Oil. Icon. Oh, the mo kai me filling stations be Facebook for me amu ye say enye fa yo. One more Facebook. Filling stations are hold on na ya Bobie na yankwe. But that's all. Obi kaya ya bebo. But quite apart from that, all the oil marketing companies, OMCs nyina say. But my mentia Honorable Eduji Tamaklo of MP Yuma Power Bo. My mentia no. Mamenchia Edmond Combats Thermal Oil Refinery. Mamenchia Apachia Wuno of Bost. Mamenchia Dr. Mary Usi, CEO Free Zones Authority. Mamenchia Aye Minia Yajira Koku, National Identification of Authority. Wo adwuma kese yedi ahye ne sa oye apple meton kache we see you for Gihok first there na ka ya de pa na say o ma menton ka ba bia ye hyekyere aboa no wura apple ayaka say hwa ne sane no you don't make people your friend when you are in need. You make them your friend forever. Obi nim dachi nti wura apple o de no ba meton kache see you Emma Gihok Distilleries and Nevier Mechiao. Ma Menchia Inuya Erika J. A fantastic guy. Nape or Bojumapa. Erika J will be a ready Shran. I mean, Honorable Penyo Yawa and the movie, nobody should be intimidated. As Queen, no, Yamama Ukrumebini. About police near some crime, baby. Now, on Mura, deputy to see somebody. Charlie, Kwajo Yamsu fa penyon court. Police, let's go and fight for the policeman. No, only right as minority leader, so bebo police near some. Only right. Yes, yes, you are doing about penyon mark in court. Justice for the police officer. What investigations. Investigations. And investigations like we say. You can investigations in court. Near Mr. say authority being a minority leader penyo marking war so bebo police in yason. Police in ya was share Ghana tadie authority be no. Now ultimately you sabo police in yason. Extortion kakra wejja they will be court. Nobody will be intimidated by a penyo marking in this country. He cannot intimidate anybody. Nana Kufuor do intimidate and a penyo marking. But me chia na ip ai Erika J. On say me chia rekepe na say me twako lawyer Sami Jemfi. But you mean chia lawyer Sami Jemfi. Lawyer Sami Jemfi dey mean kana say me a fantastic guy. Juma lawyer here dey masa nyam na meka. Ti ba bia lawyer Sami Jemfi will be the youth of Ghana. We are proud of him. So what's he him? As young as he is, wa magana jina Erika I can say Dr. Mwakohene. or boy Juma was sentimental, or a fantastic guy, or no so Yanchiano. Zuba na ye meya of a sentimental, Yachia Zuba, Yachia a Papu Alote, or no yen cry. Meya, Anna Tema Mameno, it be bright. So far, she's doing well. It be bright. Or boy Juma pa, the way. I say a greater crap minister. I on the same cry. Okulu. So the Linda. Yeah, Linda Okulu. Yeah, that's right. Honorable Linda Okulu. Yeah, now there be His Royal Majesty ni takite kuchuru. I think the second. The gamanche. Manche. Ofa ne womba odi manye. Sure. Me yachini by bet. But me yankrani by circumstance. Kwado. Enkran for kwa atose me yebi e. E wo da na min konyake gama shikon gama noni wonti ase akwa ukrom. Me min kran 2x4. Ankaka 6x7 me he. Anya he kran makabi. Me no cho. Kwa. Yentin kran nya kwa. Kente shimajibo. Me no cho. But of course, His Royal Majesty, the King of the Gas State. Papa, what? Look, some papa with the encran for Munyano man in trao. Mudi ni mwenche, we be sorry, so be so your hene. Nasia say, you know, because so far this king has brought light to the Gas State. I understand, said there may be differences, but this is the time the Gas State must come together and rally behind His Royal Majesty Ni Taki Teko Churu II. Because by far, he's one person that transcends political regimes. He worked with Akufo-Addo, PNC. He's working with President Mahama, PNC. He will go on to work with other presidents. Echira will say he's a leader. What are major programs in Ghana? Ube na King Taki Tewia, I don't say King Taki Teko Churu. Ube na ohine a picture of. Yeah. Because Anyonyam Shawo Gamanche, he's a very responsible king. Royalties, sorry. Not just royalties near the CSC and Gamashi. Any all the other Ghana states. Because almost all the important governments and private companies are on the Garland. How many or how much royalties do they pay to the gas too? That one, the Gama to find is a notation with all Shibami. Yeah. Because Enkrana higher a poyam yet. It's got me, I catch like and for say. It should be ni abafe kusum. Well, if Drew say yeah, amamre say homo one say near mano say aduma. Yes, say bia ye nye de na ube say ubi hon mo no change so obey de. And so ni kuro mo ntimi nye de do. Me nua na ma chimfo ne asantefo ya kofa baafo yi. Ni kuro mu pama na na asante hene nka say ye nye de. O mo hwere mampo. Ma o che hene nka say ye nye de. O mo hwere ma or Sabari Makwesi after the second, or Grandma Henny, and Cassie, they say, on to the soon point to phone, or bank raya, or see a no man's land. Yea, and Cranfoni say, Mamma, you did enough. What about Shane affair, you buy? Cranama. What the Munya say, drew on one say, Yan Cranfoni, I can't move busu. Or about Tronya Gamma Shipon Gamanoni, we never sack when you come. What you say? Ayaye. Oh, one they say usually month of August. But I say Ghana, it will different you. Your time will be a la for your dear. Time will taste your dear. Time will Gamashi. Oh, a your dear. Time will Nua. A crow of phone. Or me your time do. Honey Jamestown. Yeah, and think I know ye a sort a different no makabum. Then the Gamanche, who is the overlord, will finalize all the rituals. Okay, so that's it. Live on Accra 100.5 FM Citizen Show. Mawunyo Freddy Agbene Jovi here. I'll say good afternoon, Nana Utu Dako. Thank you, sir. Eric, I'll say honorable. Akwabwa Bono Regional Minister is working very hard. Yeah. Bono Regional Minister, honorable Akwabwa. You really see a number of Yaba. Oh, not your cow. We yentimin cow be a. Yeah. Anna, Ebi a also minister ne nya dia fabra mekan. Because President Mahama succeed. Into honorable Akwabwa, Bono regional minister, ya this year dia bay near kind. Nyam kati say, no who said Juma no ye no, he's to be encouraged. Nyawa bon so fabra, MC onya de fabra mekan. MCs this will be boy Juma, fantastic MCs. Mamenchia Okan Queen of MC. A year honorable Christian Tete Baja. Honorable Christian Tete Baja. Honorable Christian Tete Baja. He's one of the few guys Akwajo Nasutia Sempa. He's not arrogant, very humble guy, and I pray that he'll get the maximum support. Ubitimidi aye Juma mechiana pa. And okay, so Daniel Aduafare also to please. I'm hearing something like there is a breaking news. Can you check and update us? Kwajo, check mine. Now I don't know what me rappers watch. George Bates Fee. I say hi and I know to please tell Edujita Makulo still waiting for his call. Former external officers, NPA, stay blessed. Oh, okay. I think this issue will come watch it. You know, Audu Isaka Asumailia. Also, you are right, Mr. Dako. That's it. We say good afternoon to watch you live from Doha, Qatar. Thank you, Mira Daniel Adu Afare. Qatar for you now. Samuel Kofi is my brother. Home Sense is working and more fire. Thank you, sir. Felix Waku says more fire. Colino Opong says Zane. Okay, so Zane filling station. And also Diaba. Thank you. Zane filling station. Me say. Ni Kojo Yao say amen. And come shana me shed it to him so no. So that's it. Kojo say me the on family fi ehunu me say me yourself. But the D4 no ehunu say me bibi wo me opa. Eyiram Goja said na thanks for acknowledging us. We buy data to watch you all the way from Masim Fosu. Can you imagine, Kojo? Or hear me from Masim Fosu na ga me ho bene. Na Masim Fosu ni say me kuti na no to that. Say me a wine. Thank you so much, guys. Prosper Agbenya guys, yeah. Also my one station at FM. But Mr. Moba, I am share mami. I know na see I want have me no problem. Facebook one. Moba, mon share mami. Odi obi an share ba ko mami. Mr. Mosa mo no radio yanka munti. Entro no gu wie munti. Se ye no kure no an content tro no a. Ubemu na entro no gu so ye adwuma. Eti Mr. Ma ho brase akwanso. As long as mo da Accra FM. Mo do alaji se edu agongo. Mo do kwabena Bobie Ansah na mo do me na no tu da akon de Mr. Mo ba aya mo share mine. Ka betimi kura no akope link no Facebook. Na nka wo de atoto platforms no so. Wahu na microphone so follow. Felix Bruce Smith is here. I see amen. Yeah, Figo says more fire. Okay, so that's it. Eric Atua says Accra FM is our own. That's right. Accra FM there's your own. Me born by politicians, no. I boom man so make say Accra FM is their own. Na me born by so make say hand e beto petrochemical bomb na to ye ahead of the 2024 elections, no. Me born by say these politicians they be kai. So mo kai say Accra FM ka ho pa number power. I'm sure they will do the needful. The presenters and Guani producers. Pani afana question, baby. Sure. Anyways, I know Safu Emmanuel say there is fire on the mountain. Accra FM, no size. That's right. Anita do. I know to that. Good afternoon, Anita. That no, me say no number. Be na me say frame me. Me ana me say no sa number no. But inti kwa DM mo na hwe. O message, inbox no na ko hwe. Oforida Lali say greetings Accra FM. Prince Kojo Ofosuware. Or say, just look at this Jatu insulting the NDC. Which party in Ghana have more professors? Okay. Foster K says, good afternoon, Nana Utudako. Me patrol, breaking news now, yet it's no. Research here. There's some ministerial reshuffle. Say, your reshuffle ministers be. And me patrol, stay tuned. Stay tuned. Now, we know August 26, 2026. Bra Facebook, yeah, they are two. President Mahama makes further ministerial changes. The ministers need to be on more. Yasasam, Ebu on so yaresha for the Omako baby. Any idea? Tie. So that is the breaking news. No? President John Dramani Mahama has made the following changes to his government. Honorable Abdul Rashid Pelpu has been reassigned as Minister of State for Special Initiatives. while Honorable Emmanuel Kojo Ajekum replaces him as Minister for Labor, Employment, and Job Creation. So, you know him say Rashid Pepu and Minister for Employment, Labor, and Job Creation. Say, see, you know, if you Abdul Rashid Pepu, a free ho, ya reassign to Minister of State for Special Initiatives. And the Honorable Emmanuel Kojo Ajekum, Ababeye, the Labor and Employment and Job Creation Minister. We verify answer. The president has also reassigned Deputy Minister for Defense, I beg your pardon, Honorable Ernest Broja Jemfi, as a presidential advisor on national resilience and emergency preparedness. And sana me kan ato aso no. Memo kuri bako. Say! Kure. Dabi anaman kan de ni. Dabi kwajo. Me so me use space. Mama kan you. The president has also reassigned Deputy Minister for Defense, Broja Jemfi, as a presidential advisor on national resilience and emergency preparedness. Oh, kwajo say no so you. Emergency preparedness, they say bia o si flood beba. Na wono na dwuma ne nad modie no difference be ne be kwajo mame mo kure. Kwajo ya block ya na ye dan. Kure. Sai. Kwajo mami nyani am block u Facebook na kwajo sesi ano me ntimi nje. Dabi me hunu say presidential advisor no so say deputy minister na say ebia bibi wo ha ye nim because we adwuma Broja Jemfi aye with defense kwajo ebia bibi wo ha ye nim ana say president Mahama no oye nyansabo akwa me sure say bia be pon no ne anya nchiremu because president Mahama oye nyansabo akwa sabi oya bia nipa ntiase o later president Mahama yesa kwa menkroma excellence na be hu say okay for all you know be a hokrampo no Broja Jemfi ebe kono heavy because sometimes you can be a deputy minister wa on sign we wetima tell us ani ade but of course someone like Broja Jemfi me sure say on so president ania nka president manema metra no ho at the office of the president eti abusuafo the reassignment take immediate effect eti me no ka say Broja Jemfi nye deputy minister of defense bio Broja Jemfi has been reassigned. Mechira honorable me boss o eni papa. Open nipa ba kwa na yem ye pa Broja Jemfi. Kwajo fatuo ana ora ho ana. Ana we ye free we ye. Ba bia Broja kwa no so e bia na better. So wunim. Nya me ka ta say. O fifim. Called ChatGPT. Ne bisa ne say presidential advisor on national resilience and emergency preparedness. Oh yeah, Juma Bain. Na why? And I am a kure bako. Kajunia anka ode mo bako na. Jaja mfidi we munti na mi bisa ono. Kwajo san find out if president. When I say manata ne ko. Hey, Felix Kwati for susu na say ade you. MP spokesperson to the president. Okay, like you said, yen train na wonyunu nkoto because we don't know the portfolio. I perceive say we a new portfolio. Ebia na e pregnant. Ebia na niema wom. Because deputy minister Bridget Jemfi is the guy has worked. Oshe Abra Dr. Manebu Amatoya Yankai Etiefo Yao. Technically, he has been very active all actually. Yura, finance minister, he was more into finance, though as acting defense minister, on also Yenubitmaya, but practically, Bruja Jemfi has been there practically. And you know, meaning what has caused this change. The president, I trust his sense of judgment, and I believe in the decisions he makes. So, maybe let's see. But meaning what you also feel about this reshuffle. Obetima joining me on Facebook ananka. Okay, my main kind messages need be on Facebook now. Mention your bushia phones. And that kwajo unsa make us say me be din komo afa two things. Make us say MPP for now. I me don't fair baby. Say me person ka me san kwadru ran ho. Me ana me yon but send your mayor MPP for na think say baby amadu na ye. Kwajo ase me go mani maso do. Na ye. Na na me nim say draw phobia no o manu ahye o kwajo. Papa ni ka chem say MPP betete na man ka say bedru me ana na mayor MPP kwajo me sra next week u benya kwan. Unya kwan ko jamwa ho. Engu because one to nan to kwai. Eti MPP ho no mewura MPP ho kakra. Ana me ka say me appeal kakra ama Michael Afrane. And some other celebrities are omo fireman NDC ahead of the 2024 elections. Me NDC ka force me campaign force kuzisi ya be fixing crofo kroma. O de mo fixing me enye but there are some people omo celebrities sabi sa crofo yi yenhwe mo bi ansro mu kroma, and Michael Afrane is one of them. Christian Abunimo, there are some of them. Tim Noah Baba say all those guys you be campaign for President Mahama onu nkwenti me nyini nyina nti mu amon so ye de masisi mapomia no. You take care of these people. And I'll have a touch on it. Brojadi any a new position. Because Brojadi and it's an Nadmo. It will not be head of Nadmo and Nadmo is different. Okay, some photos of me and share. Because Nadmo but unimnetia. Nadmo the National Disaster Management. Omo manage disaster. Omo try manisi. But we no will deal with more early warning signs and preparedness. Send a bear or how no cry Emma. Nyamaka ase. No muntimi fair man not no mo sanye say you. Yeah. So let me do this again. President Mahama makes further ministerial changes. President John Dramani Mahama has made the following changes to his government. Honorable Abdul Rashid Pelpo. Na kwajo onye Rashid Pelpo de no a Charlie o de Rashid Pelpo de no we a minister of state sesi no kwa minister of state for special initiatives eti president person osuma wa na wasuma e bia president person ye initiative bia na bia wakwakoye president ni hwe ye a wote office wo wa hu ni ade na ye no say special initiatives to many ni special hwe Rashid to when na minister, former minister for labor. Hey, ministers now can also yesterday. Kwajo, you see, the fall of a yellow leaf is a great warning to the green. Let me tell you one thing about presidency. President Mahama, and that about what Papa so to abayi no. What do I say? So the point is that President Mahama has a full duty to make sure say this government succeeds. If the decision be a President Mahama be make a what government we know, at the end of the day, we want President Mahama to succeed. We want Ghana to succeed. Broja Dianuna. Because the president has also reassigned Deputy Minister for Defense, Honorable Ernest Broja Jemfi, as presidential advisor. It's about advising president on national resilience and emergency preparedness. The national security for us by the very well. Kwajo mami tia Ghana for mami minko in Facebook na. Good man. But how you feel about such changes with Facebook live on Accra 100.5 FM? Join me. What you feel about Naka? Miss Robert Facebook and I say, oh, meanwhile the matter I'm with them. Good man. Yama, or say presidential advisor is higher than deputy minister. Oh, sir. Oh, good man. Wow, it's the presidential advisor and the deputy minister too. Over presidential advisor. Oh, but in some cases, presidential advisor a big o. Yeah, my menu Valerie Sawyer. Position, Mami Valerie Sawyer ekrano. To me, it's bigger than any deputy ministerial appointment. Or even higher than a minister. So some people too are getting it wrong. Yeah. Because a depending office about occupy our presidency. If you a presidential advisor, okay, we'll be to say you're a tekpe. Or advise the president on economic matters. You think it's a small position? No, it's a big position. So I think that sometimes, who's a president Mahama or no about pay you? Okay, President Mahama one. Would he come by? Mistakes be a C one he will correct it in this government. So maybe you will not understand President Mahama. Phyllis Brew Smith was it the fight that broke in MPP is not small at all. Oh yeah, now Stephen says more fire. The deputy was losing presidential advisor. I said, man, I come. Presidential advisor is big. I just said, deputy minister for finance. Oh no, Kwajo, let's face it. Do you know that a senior minister? No, maybe. Do you know that a senior presidency from saying when we say senior presidential staffer, he's equal to a deputy minister? No. When you go to the presidency, the presidential advisor will be bigger. Kwajo, please forgive our ignorance. And I'm also presidential advisor and the deputy minister. But if you ask me, presidential advisor is higher. Deputy no. Oh yeah, sure say constitutional office. I think I think some of them are constitutional office. And a presidential advisor near there on constitutional office. Any article be a saying. Asaba na kan. It is not say who prefer deputy minister than saying presidential advisor. Are you serious? The president made them presidential advisor. Say go on more paper before me share there.
Accra FM 100.5.
To me, that make catch up. Me say he has experience in politics than anybody in Ghana. And you know he knows what he's doing. Tima obi nyune say bia bronya aye bibi bone and honorable Rashid Pepper aye bibi bone enti na sade ni si no. This reshuffle is for a good cause. For yeah. Oh no sir. Oh, reshuffle just say you be a reshuffle say yeah you be a free had na kwese baby for. That's reshuffle. No, reshuffle no so dey say dey ma President Mahama na na dey anything. Because look, most of the ministers look President Mahama one. Or ya reshuffle na ka be 10. It's when any peace. Because kwajo say President Mahama any peace. Okay, where dey kwajo. Obi so honorable kuju tabla kwa. O reshuffle the when aba. Tio, I'm not saying say NDC for bini ho. Obi say honorable Erikopoku. O reshuffle the when aba. Okay, ato forcing. Kwajo ato forcing reshuffle no. And now, one man penny. Obi say ato forcing. Obi dey reshuffle no. Me to me kasa. But o reshuffle ato forcing na the when aba. I'm not saying send this. Oh, send this papa ikra ho. Papa your parliament you no so nim finance eh. Oh, those time no kasaba finance pa what they say. Na say na me say minority leader, majority leader probate menya. Oh, finance man your kasa parliament pa. He can also be a finance minister. But for now, the job honorable ato forcing is doing we are the reshuffle ato forcing. So if I'm president, now I have to reshuffle. What has the president name so? Okay, minister Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Amakofi Boa. This job Honorable Amakofi Boa is doing. Obey the reshuffle Honorable Amakofi Boa. I'm not saying something to me. President has the prerogative. John Jinapo, Minister for Energy. Look at the kind of energy economy John Jinapo inherited, and Ghana energy status. So someone like John Jinapo, it is not as if the president cannot touch them. He has power to touch anyone. But you agree, Maka? Erikopoku. Okay, health minister. Or what saying? Minta Kando. Minta Kando is a minister. Otimi on. But first, we have had ministers in this country. Nyodi Ghana for we Minta Timi call hospitals in Kitwem. So I don't envy the position of the presidency at all. Because Osha Juma and Opia study. Aquas also call reshuffle Sami Jemfi, gold board. Now the way about to that one. Oh, minya gold board and kamepe. But President Mahama saw reshuffle Sami Jemfi, a mepan Jose Mira. What dear mamma bra penny in Hawaii. Na Juma now or yeno. A Ghana. That is what I'm saying. And I'm can't say. And now there, one man for gold board. Education Minister Haruna Idrusu. When was the last time I could do what is say and Kwadani su? First no free SHS okay. Now Kwadani to me ebe 3 months no make school 2 weeks. To the extent say na my friend and SS ni kura nim down baby school. Okay. Haruna Idrusu buy a twetwa. I'm not saying say double track no ejai totally. But ye dey na for na pray da bre. So someone like Haruna Idrusu, if you are president and you have to reshuffle, yes, you have the people. But how do you reshuffle Haruna? No, so if we are reshuffling Haruna Idrusu, it means our reshuffle free aid Yakobi. Yes, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Or demotino. Because you may Haruna Idrusu, okay, Mami or did a lot of investment that back lawyer or buy or hate trade this way, or they say a lawyer Elizabeth of Jare. Even through free zones, only human Ghana and other companies that share Ministry of Trade. So people like this, that's the day. So far, reshuffle President Mahama and Oni Obiedi. Let that record be there. They have been reassigned. And Obi one more Sebi now Onyabi to say Honorable Senator Rollins. Anna Yadeno Ababa Shet baby. Anna Nia Onosu Awohadi than Onus Yadnako baby. So that is what is reshuffle. I tell reshuffle begin say you be reshuffle is more of ofo be free. Be a cry FM, the Nako number 1 FM. Reshuffle be anywhere can be man fee. And then only you wait no. Oh, they check the meaning of reshuffle, mommy. Maybe I might be wrong. What does it? I Okofo Yama Joseph. Or say you are referring to Honorable Adongo. Aha, Adongo. Adongo, oh no, even or Bank of Ghana there. So upon the bombers, Obenya Biedi, say a time on call. Honorable Adongo. Yeah, Obenya Biedi. Miami Brani, Aquaba, Bibia Bocodie, Miami Miano, Aquaba. Mebra carry my best rame, Wizo. Okay, Eti, the point is that a Jumani dear interior. Honorable Muntaka, Kwajo. Honorable Muntaka, fantastic leader. Oh, but Kwajo, you cannot always blame somebody. Ebimuka police anyway issues. There are some I can tell you for free, say, Honorable Nunimofe. And there are other, one of the honest ministers of state, Muntaka is one of them. They can't, no way they are taking for, like honesty. Say, like, yen kano kre. Wakano kra, monim no kre this year. Yamekata say, Muntaka timika no kre nyina. No kre say Muntaka this year, no send the pie. So, I think that President Sam George Communications. Oh, but Sam George is not doing well. Sam George is doing well. Say, baby, kakra me pese mi rahe data. As a data, media no san temno. A hope. But DST before say gidi ni ade. Sam George sorry kasa, and there have been changes. Say yenka no kre. Esle kufu wo honom and Sam George wo yi. Difference in him. Oh. Phyllis Bruce Smith. Phyllis Bruce Smith. And so the lamb on the Commander Sugar Factory have to be revived. That's right. Okay. Let's do this one. Rashid Botri, I say please. I need little of the music that you are playing. Okay. All right. Daniel, do also to stop. Broja has been demoted. Or is it because both the defense minister now and Broja are all try be idea by the sure. The president knows best. Sule Esa. I say, what is the use of this analysis? To disheartening the appointees. They are all be mini appointment they be so simple. Men can say no appointment is bigger than the other. I know the old one. I say men okay. Appointment there, it be so soon be. Na minister or the chief of staff here. Appointment they be so simple. Elder Joshua Kote. I say some of us have not gotten any appointment, so they should thank God they have one. You see, Sadiq is here. I say, please, Nana, read my messages. I'm watching you live from. Is the word Mensakri? I wish I had it well. We said removing a deputy minister for presidential advisor is like moving from 4-room apartment to a single room. Oh, senior and porch with red partition. As a man, senior. Daniel Adu Afare. I say, what advice is Broja going to give? What is the work of the national security? Now, Steven, I see watching you live from More Fire. Okay, we say the fire that broke and so messages. Let's do 1, 2 then. Yeah. Ivan Squash, you say, Nana, you are doing well for your motherland. Okay, so pros block bedo or bedo. Or say a presidential advisor on any sector is equivalent to a ministerial position. Yeah. No, I'm telling you, because we go to the presidency, senior staffers. Senior staffers are equivalent to deputy ministerial appointment. So when these people are direct advisors to the president, it's equal to a ministerial appointment. So I see it more of elevation than demotion. I see it more of elevation than demotion. And yes, you random said take penny the other. But so that's just about it, and that is a break here. So you catch them. But let's do this quickly. Now, Yankai, Bushafo say, and Chabuja for better than Dinkomo. Oba Kaya, Kwado Kai de na milidi sa demonstration against South Africa's xenophobia. What day was it? 11th June. Very well. Motive no na ba kope. Ne se ye betre South Africa man. Se entesu kokko e wo bibie num. Fede ne ni di. Obunti empempi no ye gya ho. Na yatifita. And that is why we unleash our displeasure on the streets of Accra on the 11th of June this year. Okay. Now, Mekai said, we had 3 petitions. First petition, the Ministry of Lands. And that the Honorable Minister kind, someone fraying. Honorable Minister said they will call us. Now, how much in that position? On that petition, the position they have taken. Okay. The second petition, the co-presidency. Mame Nana ya Jantwa. And a beji sa petition on behalf of the presidency, basing the presidency in fraying. Now we are hoping, say, they'll call us. Then the last petition, which for the purposes of every argument, they call Ministry Foreign Affairs. Now, Honorable Jachi Kwesin, Deputy Minister Foreign Affairs, Anna and Tenasi Edin Komo, because at the time on my 2 options, either say a better Honorable Kujuta Blakwa, not when we some diaspora meeting, no one engaging in which will run into the night, and I say, Yane Honorable Deputy Minister Edin Komo, and we thought, say, Honorable Jachi Kwesin is in full flight, full capacity to deal with the matter, because over Mudie or the Akwademu and the Enerjuma, he comes to the table with so much experiential knowledge. And we needed to have a conversation with him. And indeed, he justified it. But the best in the Foreign Affairs Ministry, because on a press conference, we were looking forward to having an invitation. But maybe ours is a pressure group and not a media network, so we're not invited. But hopefully, we know Honorable Samuel Okudjuta Blakwa will invite us someday. Part of what Yadima Ministry of Foreign Affairs included, but not limited to this. That one, Yane South Africa for visa-free waiver agreement, it should be suspended. Now South Africa for who say, Yenipa noa womu bre unsun. It's not as if say Ghana nye oman biya. Na abuwa bi na achi abuwa bi ba ma abuwa bi ben sunka dokono kente manya na boss woni kobi. Because South Africa of 1990s ain't mean for whom me compare Ghana of 1957. But unfortunately, we've had certain leaders. They said another Dankwa Akufo-Addo and some other leaders they came and destroyed the fabric of the democracy of our nation. Any idea? Etino among council eno. Okay? But more importantly, say me yiba akonso free Lancer. Yakasa to the effect say yenim set takwa mines abaso 2027. 80 na ye look forward say ye behwe Ghana for near the ashomusa near there. Nyeti amema this background has to do with adie be a foreign affairs aya many aso. And this is not to disrespect any company. Me Obeka demonstration here, we did not attack MTN. We couldn't have attacked MTN because the number of Ghanaian youth are MTN employed. We cannot afford say they will lose their jobs. Eti obio follow demonstration ni who say, "Tama me guys ni biya so mewra MTN hono." Together with the police, we stop them because MTN is the least of our worries. We were talking about your natural resource, and as a country, we also believe say we must encourage foreign investment. Eti if MTN kresika, I don't see why because of some foolishness of some South Africans in Tino, MTN should suffer the fate. No, I don't think so. MTN has sponsored a lot of very important things in Ghana. They have administered so many corporate social responsibilities, and I don't intend, as one of the few people. Oh no, not because I'm a sponsor show. I'm sponsor no medicine. Munamenka. Me na no krempunti. That's it. Your my idea is I'm sponsor adventure. And because they sponsor, but because MTN, no, they help a lot of people in Ghana, so we must respect them in that regard. At the end of foreign affairs, on Crawford, Ghana for na do more bad. Kwajo MTN say and come on Ghana 20 million Ghana cedis. Nanka, the government of Ghana through the Foreign Affairs Ministry, Enfenka Esikao, Nanki Enfa Ghana for Nimra. Honorable Okudjuta Blakwa say MP. Ghana government say MP. And I support them. Kwajo, when was the first and last time you saw such leadership? leaders that command such bravado and boldness and courage. When was the last time? And you know, could you talk black when I buy and count him the work of a foreign minister? Oh, God, I said. We've had others like Hannah Tete, Omrezi Bano, but people like Okujo Blackwa have broken beyond the bar. 80 Ghana First Alliance, and I think, sir, we will come out with a statement to commend the position of government, and this is devoid of political infiltration or any partisan consideration. We will come with a position paper. Near commending government, say, Oma Yade, Oma Tigana Nim, not because Omun Pesa MTN Bebwa, but because they want to send a signal. So it is not against MTN. And when you fa paper de to one mami, I beg your fire crowd. And you bedding come on. Fa paper de to one mami. I say government of Ghana declines MTN offer of 20 million cedis donation for Ghanaian victims of South African xenophobic attacks. Sunday 26th, Accra 26th August 2026. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has become aware of media reports suggesting that MTN Ghana is preparing to donate 20 million cedis for Ghanaian victims of the recent xenophobic attacks in South Africa. The media publications seem to attribute the announcement of this intended 20 million cedis donation to an interview granted by the highly regarded MTN board chairman, Dr. Ishmael Yansin. The government of Ghana commends MTN for the offer. So this must also be put on record. Say, President Mahama administration say MTN foya de say omachresa or pepper and water. Okay? However, we respectfully decline. Where they so could you turn a church or not? Yes. Honorable with your say, however, we respectfully decline. And Honorable Okujoto is giving this country an image uplift. That is one thing that Sikenti Minto. He's building the pride of Ghana and the pride of Africa. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs reaffirms that the Mahama administration has made adequate provision for ongoing evacuations and reintegration of Ghanaians, and is therefore unable to accept this offer. Ghana for crowd. Ready. And don't forget, MTN because MTN is largely a company with South African descent. I know say South Africa phone quite shares in MTN, but largely MTN has the biggest shares every South Africa. South Africa for ya na ebo nkro for bromusu pam wom we are no say 20 million from her so nkro for ya do mobile. It's a good gesture. MTN ya de bom baso for that kind gesture, but in the interest of Ghana's image, it's been declined. Government will continue to create the best business ecosystem for all international brands operating in Ghana to succeed, irrespective of which country their businesses originate. It's one you could black in as much as Yanni says, kind foreign entities say what businesses were Ghana say. Ya dobia, ya beko swano medida, and found that company be free South Africa and any other part of the country, a wo we say. But ya beko swano be in line with the global village agenda say, obiya timidija ewo bebia. The welfare of all Ghanaians remain our utmost priority. When I sign Kratano, Kodam Yade. Okay, I'll see to all media houses. But lettered on the foreign affairs one letterhead. So I think it's one thing that the Ghana First Alliance, honorable you tap black. Look, those were the times Ghana 40 me Koseo baby Minister Bianco, honorable you tap black. On found say you are one person, or there may be been two any part of the world. And I'm talking about leadership, by example. So yammo honorable you tap black baso. Now most importantly, yammo President Mahama baso, because President Mahama any tea breaker say tikesia a boss adwin e oni ani swadi hunu and is being implemented by honorable Okujuto Ablakwa. Ti baby President Mahama obia yadona say for a very long time he's giving Ghanaians a facelift. Now no say go for say no to please acknowledge this shoemaker at Kaneshi Market called Bra Odote, an ardent listener mount speakers always to let people listen to your program. Oh, Manchabi, over how you are done. Oh no, one double she. Wa denche. Bra adote, alo odote mu, bra odote. Yesi wutie yempa. Uwa Kaneshi Market. Udi speakers sisi wo. Ti me kan kurampo no muti. Inti Kaneshi Market fo nyina. Me pa cho bra odote nti ye chia mu nyina. Okay, so Daniel Duafaro say, to considering Brojer's age, we the youths are very happy for him in that performing. Okay, Ivan Squash, you say, please, I may like to continue, play the song Kuri Kuri. DM Benny, you said, for the purposes of public discourse, the Minister of State holds a portfolio, while the presidential advisor doesn't. However, the presidential advisor wields more influence and helps shape policy than the minister. In most cases, their remuneration and salaries, grades are the same. Thank you for the education there. Rashid Botri, also please, I said I need the title of the song. Miami mu minim title no. Because search kuri kuri mu menya. Okay. So many messages there live on Accra 100.5 FM. Adua Fare. Or say yes, Honorable Ablakwa, you do. Oh, yeah, I'm quite impressed. Well, I got 5 minutes. Me a share conversation. I say, me for 1 minute. In case, ma no me who say me DMPP for baby kwajo. Oh Karim, uni mo. Say me na me MPP. Na makade we atre MPP a hand tiny girl mo me pacha. When I'm go so ya wom. Megu no. Megu MPP. Eti baby a medium people drink amofe me pacha. Look, papa no ya de ma me ne ka say MPP begu but na minim so de anim gu asese na atom so ai MPP pa ni awurade MPP adubu ahi MPP dambo MPP kare kwasi MPP tama na kufuado kasama Ghana for pa MPP ni anya tama be president tamani a jibrofo ni those times on the brofo be dada ye no atem for no ni edi na chibut akwai kambrofo sawobwa edi gwajo mi kasa bebre mfa entokwa no ho sebo achi agya ko supporters so na eno no video no we eti Ghana for momra me he na ye de atoso no MPP for na eko no ese time abu achi agya ko file ana fe na no cover forms. Anna, we are told to say, it's alleged that what say John Wedu switch it out for. Anna Mudia Bweni. Yen Kase say ye to aba and I say some of these things in Kosua, they are not pocket of violence. But it's becoming one too many. From on constituency on regional elections, and this is just filing. I'm sure about Facebook in my head. Yen first I can say 1957. I almost try a yenya be a issue. As part of the ethics of journalism, or say acknowledge third-party sources always. Until the 1957, I say, Bakwajo, I am saying there. We are Babruna Gusu MPP man. Man can say my yo, but I don't know what is wrong with your mind. I don't know. Obi to say guy ya what pet youth organizer. Madam Fuya say na jia twimi. Adenta kumi. And Meti adenta kumi ma warning. Adenta kumi are you a joke? Now ya pembema okroma. Adenta kumi ya bema. Na adenta kumi. What's the difference between adenta kumi and a woman? Sa katone bro. Niya pembema okroma. Adenta kumi. He's not worth my time. Hey. Me theater bunamza. Look. In English, we call it rasmatas. And fiahon did they yo and jijeswo because adenta kumi knows so or searching who approver when you send your canina na kumani ho. Nakura says adenta kumi nyane. Adenta kumi. Tell them money 17 when you say I'm telling you. I want the man adenta kumi wo. Also by the youth organizer. Oh, you soon compare youth organizer and new beggar guy. on a party that was born out of revolution. At a meal, Mama NDC Aju, and the Mahama, assume Jane and so to us. Now, NDC, you die, NDC. Okay. Enti yamra na yeni komo yemfas like say Kingdom Herbal Center. Omasho asene ene ehwie medium ho dance and good time Duraplast. Thank you Duraplast. Goyo Super XP is here. Union Pay, thank you. Okay. Ningo any pram home when I feel nedruso. 28 to 29 August. Very well. Me ban medi and also a dance here. Jory J. Neton Sasepa. Me do a dance show. Then Geisha. Geisha do Jareo here perfume. Into a dance here. Na yedi. Amount. Now empty avoid anyway. That be enka. Empty avoid any ningono. That be you. Send ngoni homo. Pam no. Oh, okay. Very well. So that is it live on Accra 100.5 FM. Anita Edu is here. Mawusi Milele is here. And Elder Joshua Kote has also joined us. We've also been joined by the National Chairman of the People's National Convention. PNC Amanyuku. He doubles as the Executive Secretary and Chair for Penima Exporters and Importers Association of Ghana. It's 4 o'clock on the dot. I say a discussion. Minia Karim, host of Wuzo Morning Show. Elections we may be in the same pokra, but Minia. Minia is also contesting for the same position, but I mean, Minia, because I saw no on level, so no simple case. But maybe we need to make a Minia because Minia, I mean, Ose, bra. And I say Minia no, and when you first say it 3 and car, and no interest say about simple messing could be. Me no pen at war journalism a year more. Year contesting, India can be 3 crampoa and can a radin yard. But Minia also had more and check Mobetsi Minia enka. Risha Fuya by minim say Ebusion 4 PB at CFU. Producer, main kind of was okay. I say President John Dramani Mahama has assented to 10 bills, formally giving them legal effects as part of efforts to strengthen governance, public administration, national security, and economic management. Okay, into we know was signed, President has signed into law. Number 1, Customs Bill 2026, Community Service Bill 2026. Is the community service the same as the like how do they call it? If you instance here, do prison or not? What can you say, Juman? Or more dimbi my friend? Yeah. Tribunal Bills 2026, Maritime Related Offences Bill 2026, National Defense University Bill 2026, Income Tax Amendment Bill 2026, Energy Sector Levies Amendment Bill 2026, Ghana Cocoa Board Bill 2026, Value Added Tax Amendment Bill 2026, ANA 10 Exercise Bill 2026. The enactments form part of the government's broader legislative agenda to modernize key sectors, improve public administration, and strengthen Ghana's economic and institutional framework. Okay, see, and also one more bit me edit. MPP in common also one more bit me edit. But let's do this right now. Penny for my yama mo akwaba na mebacho me misa say impomboko. Karim. Yeah. Bacho bibia boko dia. Ya me na do bibia boko na so e. Yehowa dom yehowa den se tire kronkron. Adwuma na ekosen. Obenden boja. Eguso a na ye hania Ghana for so be ya ka ho. Afawie. Grounds the same. Oh, Yaminadum. The other holding. We are very fine. Of course, everyone anti. The fact. Karim had you. Sakwawi.
Say a democracy. No, but you forget that it's a democracy.
Yes, sir, I could not to fear. And this ship. At the end of the day, we can't say, and one is a bit me aboa na NDC Abuja.
Absolutely.
I mean, we feel more contest here. Be any day. Medium crank me into being at contest the way they are. And I pray, say, whoever get the nod no so they can know to that when they nod. Whoever get the nod should integrate or involve the others. But that's just by the way.
Absolutely.
National Chairman. Akwaba.
And I do. Akwara 2 years.
Yeah, na Karim.
First number person through me support now, but Master Magic.
Let me not say, say, Radipe. Let me near so Becca.
Bakayo.
Anna Brown. Mimi Yama.
Say, was over Kairo to also near Bakayo.
Politics, they say, Yantias. Yeniano.
Yes.
If you flag barraship in national year, baby. They are kind penny for no tantrums. The annual campaign, Kuya and Kuya still, you can be part of that. Yeah, and what unites us is bigger than that politics that would.
Yeah, right.
And then I go from no, Minimia or Mobeshasi, and I have a shuffle in Shasi.
Well, maybe I'm not say I would think kind chap, I'm out for Bibri. And we say, Asama Bafi. Maybe over here the second extortionist.
Please.
Omo okanye bi no ento no ba baba omudi.
You face my lawyer.
Omo okanye no wa mbo omudi.
No.
Afe obi send di ma say okay ene oni mo bi so no ya djuma hata fan di bra.
So say yenti min kan yin.
And I say wow.
But senior national chairman don't be surprised. You hear from my
lawyer. That's it. I said you get in the car say any idiot can go to court.
Maybe not chairman I don't know the crap right say. And now you are by power.
The crap right say unim say me sumo one chairman.
Oh chairman, that's how they be
because me opposition me put him here. It was a strategic. It was a strategic campaign. Who we are, I have a big platform. Who we are, no campaign.
Karim, who you host? Into Omo actually, we now compare. We actually be able to do. Oh, that be. Hey, don't go. And you say be more crime anymore. They say affect you. You need that.
No. And the Juma pa. Yeah. You me a chair for anything for. Maybe I never to say we say obi wo Doha. No tie no correct. Pim eti ena omo hwe program no. Especially omo so omo data mo hwe no. Nti no correct pa. Say without them the program will any relevant.
That's right.
So no omo so mo market. Se papa na obo no di no. Onso obi a na market for no so mo yede. Musu muto munema no musu muti de koso Ghana. So there's no more village again. Unim sa Kurabia ni ho bibi bio. Ade took home war eneno because of media anti eda bibia. Social media anti eda bibia. Nti nana se na commander ni na ya oba betra no.
That's right.
Obo djuma ema amai Ghana na yeso ye bom pai ma so yankopon ma wo hodi.
Amen.
Na de okuma pe no.
Amen.
Na adana dua.
Amen.
So part me vote wo hoyo. Me de asam na meka. But omamba asi heno for no. So omuti no munim se wo no ba fa nye Karim. Ana Karim no ba fa na nye na da kwa ene obi biara asi heno for na sino. Ye na ibedu nichi. And entisa let me say when I watch the MPP filing this afternoon with the way the boys broke out at the headquarters of the party. No, Majidi say party leadership will come out to condemn it because that is democratic. That was an attack. So but and I will blame the receiver of the applications, because I believe sincerely say, and I also blame personally to the contestants. I believe that you've given them time period so that to avoid such a needless crisis, because they need to be given time, at least between 1 hour, 20 minutes or 30 minutes. You leave and another person comes in. In fact, when coming, they should even wait somewhere. When the other component left the scene, then the other people can come in. But say, at the same time, even though me supporting Nana Otu, me supporting Karim, but one family. Then that class that we saw this afternoon, the party really need to step down. If this is just the filing, what about voting? What about announcing of the winner? It would not be healthy. For me, I believe that when I was contesting the national chairman, they gave us time. This person came and filed and left before I also went to file. When I was contesting 2020 or presidential candidate, they gave us time. This person comes in to file and left before the other person comes. So I believe they should have given them enough time to go with your delegate or your supporters, and another person comes in. But it's rather unfortunate that we have just yesterday, and Rana Yakoye sa vigilantism. And the first, have I pronounced the name correct? Oh, sa conference, yeah, national dialogue, no, where MPP, NDC was detailed to attend. In fact, specifically, they said their invitation on there will be a question for them to answer, and capriciously, MPP, NDC could not appear there, especially their national chairmen that were invited to specifically respond to one or two questions. No, and this morning the whole media was discussing about it, because we do not want to have hooligans. Go around harassing. Look at what happened. These are, you can call it hooligans. Very, very hooligans, and that hooliganism is what we are trying to avoid. So if they are fighting among themselves, what about if they go and meet their opponent? PNC Nipa, CPP Nipa, ACP Nipa, and NDC Nipa. What will happen? And and say as national chairman, I condemn it in no uncertainty. I strongly believe that their leadership will come. The election leadership will also come to make a statement. They should not entertain such a thing. It is not healthy at all. It doesn't send a good reportage about the party to, especially this national leadership, not constituency, not regional. I don't think is the best. As Odikai Kano, if you win, you need him. If you win, at the end of the day, he needs you. And so if your supporters are fighting, at the end of the day, then if he silence you, he will silence your supporters. Meanwhile, all of you come together to support for national cake, for the winning. Is that not it? So I strongly believe that this is my first initial comments on that issue.
But why national chairman before Karim comes in? Let me also announce Jeffrey Okanse, walking in, or finance person, or some sort anti-corruption crusader. But we are national chairman of the party, the Memisa. I'm saying you said it right. Said there have been programs on or fora on vigilantism.
Yes, that was yesterday.
I even want to believe, say, quite apart from that, there's a law, or a bill that has been passed into law.
There's an act.
Okay, there's an act against vigilantism.
999, yes.
2019,
yes.
Hey. But Ube say from constituency regional basic on filing. Ebi kwa heavily built guys. Egusu dio machine there. In the face of the law, not yet saying national chairman.
Now yesterday in the forum, the election watch that organized it promised that they would take the same engagement to regional level, district levels, and if possible, constituency levels. In fact, one of the panelists also proposed that when Kandapa used to be there as a national security coordinator, or is it minister? He used to be a minister.
Minister, national security minister.
He used to engage the political parties on these things. In fact, if you remember, election 2024, we made it categorically clear that the election center, even there were some by-elections, that the IGP at the time strictly said, even if you are police guard to a minister, to an MP, when you are coming, just go by a near police station, drop your weapon, or drop your weapon in your car before you get close to it. Listen, you remember 2024 election, they were able to, even though there were some skirmishes, but at least the elections officers, the security of the we call them election security, they were able to manage it well, even if not 100, it's not 99%, but at least it was more than an A. So the current sitting national security coordinator, COP Razak, right? Is that correct? Good. He also promised that he will take it into consideration, and in very soon he will also engage the political parties in discussing this. And so if internal elections of the MPP, we saw this from constituency to region and national, we haven't seen the NDC one too. That is also yet to come on board. We haven't seen the PNC, which I'm sitting here. We haven't seen the APC. We haven't seen the CPP. We haven't seen the... And so I think that calls for the national security to engage. And for us, if you're also taking supporters, know your supporters. Those that small time, their temperament is high, on channel to Sano. Oh, yes.
Temperament of supporters.
Yeah, you can select your supporters.
Okay,
if you're going to file, you can select your supporters. If you know the people will go and embarrass you. No, absolutely, those candidates.
They have been embarrassed.
If I had the opportunity and I'm MPP, I would drop those chairmen contesting the election. If I had the opportunity and I'm the election officer, I would disqualify them. Because already they shows that they brought people whom they cannot control. Before you pick somebody somewhere, you would have given the person talks. Please, you are going with me. Please remember, if you go there and anything happen, it is not about you. It's going to be me. Yeah. I am the star. You are going with me. Keep your eye on the star. Look at my character and behave same. If you know you will not have only about to say mina pacho fi ure kafi yakoba na you celebrate her. Because at the end of the day, it is national chairman that went to file. The information names John Bodu, the information Baji Ajako. These are all stalwart. They are all eyeing to win the seat. They should be able to control their followers. Because at the end of the day, the story will not be like Akosi Minti and Akosi and Otudago. That is the headlines. Unless we are a news editor who doesn't want to sell your portal or doesn't want to sell a paper. Do you know how many people went to watch Native the 7 platform? That is money. Because he threw this. He was the first person that I saw it. And everybody who Ghana is, what is happening? Is democracy an attack? But I remember some few days ago or weeks ago, they said democracy was an attack. But this is democratic credential. This is the test. So if I were to be MPP, party, fathers or founding members or council of elders, we should summon a meeting immediately to disqualify those candidates and say, please reopen fresh nomination. People will sit up. If I were to be the council of elders chair, I would disqualify them. Because the MPP in opposition is trying to build from the grassroots to the top, isn't it? From the grassroots to masses, to get more Ghanaians that, oh, we are not vigilantism people. We are not the people creating it. We don't even know them. we are for peace. Ghana for to Abamaye. But say you got filing as a chairman. Now peace broke out and your friends. So that's a peace broke out. Or whatever happened there. This chemistry is not healthy. And I haven't even heard any of the candidates coming out to condemn.
I think Boachie Jako.
Has he spoken?
Yes, I think he has.
Has someone spoken?
News for somebody.
Do you have something like that?
No, I listened.
So far,
and he's not speaking to. He's not speaking to Nisi. No.
So far, I have not, as a national chair of PH, I monitored.
Okay.
I have not, on maybe till now.
It's different. Okay.
I have not heard from John Bodu Camp. I have not heard from Aboji Ajago Camp. Neither do I hear from the party itself, or the one who's been mandated to receive the applications of an aspirant.
Okay. So that's it live on Accra 100.5 FM. Mira Utsi Ninkai, national chairman of PNC. Osansu ye kwanchire for penning. Ma one ekra near me frama no ne bagana and one wade near ma ifri Ghana ekwo amanone ni dinde chairman Asaki Awengobet. Minya Karim is here. Na Karim.
Minya.
Epacho mini baby abe free ananke yenti ubeti before the nephew.
Oh, I think that my main having just a quick bite on NPP for a seminar. Okay. Maybe a children so my kabibi kakra for South African sense.
Very well, very well.
And so kakra because of my international relations background.
Very well.
Mean to me be who uncommon for international relations when
that's right.
Also me to me can wasem kakra. Let me say in the democracy no said the yenina yedi kan na yenina ebeje to me say democracy dey kebi ma min kebi na mum enye ntokasem enye yenkobo ye ho ne empra ye ho ne there be. It's a simple process. Akonya na abeto ho na say akonya to na say ye pese asum ye party a and say enye ntokwa obi a position abeda ho at the end of the day no nipa ba ko na ebedi nkunim emum nkunim na nipa na ebedi no eye nkunim odi koye adwuma ma party ni nyina ma party na edi nkunim ama obi enya ho mfaso nti se party for say ye nye ya adwen say pese wo na obedi eni ma yakodi nkunim a ade na wonti na chire emfa wo so kakra wa de beboa party na ma party na akodi nkunim na emum afi akoye ntokwasem. And you see I thought that orientation are the ma your supporters and be your fans and then fans be a grassroots for any omuye juma and so ka ho. Most often than not near more orientation now I say once I party how you mebunu dey also you violent. Also ye gidi nti say wo ko dru baby a na sa assembly ba also be a show say yeah or na your oga but yenya na sa at least yeah politics no say it be my diplomacy kakra bem. That's right. Nkomo. And I said me bra penyi awengo bit kai. Oh, yenim say ja ene nipa be 50 ene be ba be file. Nti had nti ne yen schedule no. Enka say from this time to this time no. Wo bra na be ye wo de. Na momu wi a ekwan ni nie fa say one nkofo na ekọ. Na the next batch enye den. Emra. Na bi asem wo holding room bi ana na holding space bia we hold your ma okay 2024 final rally MPP for your mo there wo Legon and then this for your choir there Madina na man for officer sa da no kan to kwabesi because one route any there then but ever commend the Ghana police because I don't know more to prevent any eventualities into directional obi afa na different.
That's right.
MPP for year, but me for different routes. And this one to His Excellency John Dramani Mahama also for different routes. And will be a fear supporters and clash and contokwa. You see, at the end of the day, no one Ghana. And see any kwan say NCBC kra ACC intermediate a new sempa because as a political party, why you arguing say open be pre to me now J power 2028. Now say more internal elections. You might be say Koswa. What are we expecting in 2028? And they said okay, you know. Yesterday on your woody your party in the Sa kone could be alcohol and sa gumka cause as a party no party ni ye gu
Karim mi ankasa Jimmy Sem ade ka krebi na mbese me kyerɛ mo ati
no party ni ye gu ko utu hwɛ party na as a party ni mpanyimfo nim
medwene ho
as a party no mu nim ne owo mo ye I think that it was say omo ye better than that nti say da me bra panyi kan no ye behwɛ anima hwɛ sɛ party mpanyimfo be pia be kasa so mbe release statement so mbe condemn ya na emom omo anya san so dia then ne omo ka kyerɛ ne sɛ ne ekoso no
ɛna me bisa no
wo mu ni mu bi
MPP mpanyimfo
na ane wo mu ni mu bi na ayi aboso a wo mu kyekyere towards 2028 no na se ekono san so dia mu bi nso be fa ho adwen pa da gomba for say to kwen salatu no alji akagulba nti yeso ye be kyekyere aboso wo atwen omo. But we are not hoping that you be drew. It's a democracy. Kebi, mamin kebi. Ba be yawo de na ko. We so ba no so ba ye na de na wo ko. Enti ne ye be hwe wo monim. This conversation about vigilantism and home sempi. Okay, 2016 MPP for we ne yaba. In the early days of Omo administration in 2017, ye hunima bebre omo ye.
Accra FM.
Wo mo court. Ekoboro judge eyi wo mu nkofo a ye chi wo mu nyina free court ho judge nso ye sene wo nyimo
so enye no free fine puma mu no
juma mu kodi ye no uye no free ho a o kai ayewa so west wogon city member of parliament San George ya brono papa na ni so pa
butu no fom nyina
butu no tutu pra amanfo adano nam wo hobi e wo school park ho ye hu ne e course as a result of vigilante assembly. And a consensus. Say I will say to me finding an end to these things. Inti se sia na eba ne sen. And ye nuanum MPP for asasha asibium. Unim say aside this, okay, about 2 months or 3 months ago, 1 more year some press conference bi wapa East region.
Okay.
So more for me kuo bi. 1 more day be protected ballot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And ran so ye nua be man so no so so opre 1 more yi. Your friend didn't say youth organizer. I brand ya coaching no.
Adenta.
Ono ya baba no asem later.
Enyo no asem na ka.
Ono na make no. Ba me say Stanty Vision ya baba ho later. Say no ka nsem bi. Ono so akreti ono so kuo of young boys so mo address it to say vigilantes bia bi. Wo mo pese wo mo be di sa.
But I didn't know say ba obi adwenem say to lead you have to be rowdy.
So that is what I'm saying, that orientation now ya peke amaya hono e wo say ye tumi ye bibi fa ho. You see enye gidigidi bia na kire say o ye leader.
No.
Sometimes e yen komo won nkofo no bebo. Sometimes e approach na wo be use no eno na kire the kind of leader o ye enye o gidigidi. Me most often than not me ka say obi obe hu so gidigidi bia no o inferiority complex bia or he say also to me be kataso. So that be a man for who weakness. Or share Game of Thrones. See, he who says he is king is no king. I mean, pankasa.
Nipa na bekasa wo yo.
Inti yedin na ma wodwuma nye den. En kasa en mao. And we really need to look at that issue. More so, on this same I also West Wagon issue, okay, Emily Short Commission recommendations now. One more de my no. Omo anya ho hwe. Obi ani ha ya twe na so. Obi ani ha ya punish no. At the end of the day no you say glorify promotees ankofo no kraka ho. Nti se wo adwen se wo so bekwa akokretu vigilante group de dis abone ni bia. You are more emboldened and empowered to do that because at the end of the day no o he se mra no nya adwuma.
Be say promote.
Obi ani ho a ya punish no. We kura ya sama promotion. And so these are some of the things that omoya. Mr. MPP for there, everybody will see them for who they are. Shen kwa. But within no, one green adwin papa more man we. And we must see them for who they are.
Right.
Young for Montwinchen. I think sir, for the very first time in the history of our country, no. Nyankopon ayaya dum. Ama yenya foreign affairs minister or your foreign affairs minister worth his salt. Mpempi no bisa nkofo bebre say foreign affairs minister ni role ye dan ya nkofo bebre ni omuni but the bedi Canada is excellency John Dramani Mahama say what you may use our brandy at the Amayas Foreign Affairs Minister from January of 2025 up until today was Shegani Bojuma. He's putting Ghana on the map.
That's right.
Look, so we took coin within the African continent. I'll realize say a month for Ghana. They have a lot of respect for us as a country because yani a pavy way. A lot of countries within the African continent more gain more independence. Beyond being the first country within the sub-Saharan Africa to gain independence, yeso boa man bebre more gaining independence, and as a result of that, those countries respect us.
That's right.
Biabe ko bia ko bokwa me kroma di obi anim no. Omo bu no so pa. Ukona ko bo JJ Rollins di obi anim no. Wo mo bu no so pa. That is the kind of positioner Ghana ya place here home on the continent.
No so munim no mo bu no pa.
Wa no.
Nana Akufo-Addo.
Ose.
Sasa woka president.
Ose.
Why you be free?
Ose.
Make was
you see Ofa Nkrumah.
Yeah.
He is the father of our nation.
Okay.
Led us to independence. Ofa Rollins is the father of the Fourth Republic. Yeah. Gave us our democracy. What do you say? Ofa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a friend of President Kumfa Yekun. Yeah. Can't know you. That is His Excellency
even
John
on the
Dramani
reparations.
Mahama.
Yeah.
This conversation around reparations.
That's right.
How many presidents on the African continent have been bold enough to stand to it?
That's right.
And then he said they call it a man for bluff. So South Africa my 20 million Ghana cedis. That's about $2 billion. That's the we are bigger than that. MTN, we are bigger than that. Because munyedin mrana de ne koso ama de na koswa kodrum pempem so bi. Na afi o man na nkasa begine mu se ye nkofo afiri ho abafie. Na afi de adene ye wie mu se
because as part of the demonstrations they called on South African companies omobonjo nya wo mu nuan mo ye South Africa said they should come out and condemn it. Yanti bebrinka.
So and make no. So at the end of the day no say what failed to condemn the thing from the beginning of it. Now afi adene ye wie now say me de $2 million bre mo ngina mo mbo integrity nkofo na ase me nua me ne nam desert so ye ko Libya. Na mama no nsuo kakra no na afọ ye free desert no so abe wura Spain na wo ebra ye wo desert so no so wo nsuo no bio na mu ama no na afọ ye ya cross ye wura Spain wi a wo se menu agin nsuo no ka ba gin nsuo no bia no ka wo ngin no
but what if better later never it be afterthought
o say afterthought bang after the incident has happened after the government has stepped in and done all of what they could have done. At least what behind the scenes conversations happen. I say behind the scenes conversation this would not have happened. Perhaps that even would have preempted the approach Kombe Yusu.
Okay.
They are not the only South African company in Ghana.
But not even the government of South Africa. This is an investor. But not even the government of South Africa expressing willingness to say, look, you are evacuating your people. I know they were here. Some of them have left their job and other things.
Munji compensation way.
Exactly.
Yeah. Are you saying, say, Sanke, President Ramaphosa and the Kenya Yanka? I think it will still be declined.
The approach, the timing.
Exactly.
Extremely important. Maybe the timing.
Yeah, exactly. No, the approach and the timing. Two important things. What do you say? Into na deno ya wie abansi ye de ya ho budget to kura wie ama hu sika da ho o kind statement na foreign affairs minister sama eti asese won mu ye bibia wie a won be ba be account to the Ghanaian people.
Yeah.
Musika no dodo sen ene de boa ma e fa ye nuanom ne nuaba no ye den e free South Africa ba fie se mon samre fie ne mbe boa boa ne ensiesie o man no na no man en say you bibi na ye bibi ntia. But me pass under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Nyoma because you said what informed the decision of the government and foreign affairs minister there? You see, I mean to me. But from an international relation perspective, from a perspective of the fact that we want to, we are firm on what we stand for. Okay, I said, you call report yama AU. I said the Indian hosa. The reporter called 2 AU. And you fair charge $2 million year, $2 million year, and $20 million Ghana cedis year.
I'm person do veto a discount the tabling of the matter at AU.
At the end of the day, we'll see what happens. Because when himself said, "Nyaga and Kwana Hano."
Yeah.
Nigerian soka.
Yeah, and they are superpower.
Zim for soka. I mean, countries with omunyina ka. So at the end of the day, no, won't to me found Kwan wope. And like I said, you see in diplomacy, and come I didn't see, you know. Now you expect to say, oh, nkomo be bedding. Ebe cost behind the scenes. But who has said that? I didn't corner. I said, "Na South Africa for na Nkasano."
I mean, I said no. They didn't believe. Say, almost young come krum no.
Yeah.
Say be a bit through Abagana.
Aye.
No, but I think say Ramaphosa would have acted, but election is upon them. Minim so matwa. Aha, anti me who and nobody has xenophobia. You be to baby am tie sense
because it's a political strategy. It's a political strategy and the opponents.
But because you become a president,
you sue against one.
Is it worth losing one life?
Well, so you see, it's politics. At the end of the day, principles. As the day can't want them. And you know, yeah, we are proud that we finally have a foreign affairs ministry that has put our country on the map and restored our respect on the continent and across the globe.
So
and you know, you better monitor, of course, subsequent issues near here where it would end. What South Africa for response to would be, and our MTN for response would be to this one as well.
Very well. So I'll come back to you, my brother Karim. So like we did indicate earlier, President, I beg your pardon, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs in the letter mo issue omo bo MTN abaso say omo yadi for that kind gesture. However, they are declining because Abaina Nkasa can take care of the cost. I want to believe they would have incorporated that into their corporate social responsibilities. But like Karim said, the approach and the timing, and especially the timing, because our time now you hear no, ebia man sorry, but I mean if you ask me, man so they should carry on, but as a country, I think the dignity of our people is paramount, and we'll stress on that. Most of my join the conversation on Facebook. Ernest Davison, is here. Also, you said it all. They have always been the same. As a former President Rawlings said, they only keep changing their names. Their ideology, behavior, and culture have never changed. Maunyo Freddy Agbonavi, this is a long one. Let me see if I can do the controlling idea. Also, no, the MPP political party you see today is the same one you've known for the past 50 years. Still, they keep changing their names. Now, I want to give you a quote to remember. Always remember that your children followed your example and not your advice. So what these people are doing today is the same as what they did back in the days. The young ones today have copied and are doing it to you guys now, because back then there was no social media to expose them. That is why this is a long one. That is why also the young ones today have copied and blah blah blah. That is why you guys now. Please, if you could resend, I cannot get that part of the message. So that is it live on Accra 100.5 FM. Yeguswa Yedin Komo. Such a saying is also imagine if this MTN money was given under a Akufo-Addo regime. Oh, we are some. Kofi Jabba. Also, it's time to shoot and kill at Galamsey side when caught in the act or digging for gold. Daniel Duafari says, Otuso can't Chief Hamilton Bini occupy a position in this government. Oh, this man has really worked for the party. And now me kai yempenyi for say yen kai this actor Afrani. I think he supported Aspire in Kumasi. Minim baby akusi. Gilbert Afacha was please, you're doing a good job. Give it up. Thank you. Breadwinner Kofi Kosi, hi, and I know to that. How are you? Thank you. We said the praise of those who have Ghana at heart is working to destroy MPP. And I know say Kufo, also I know to please acknowledge the shoemaker at Kaneshi Market called Bra Odote and other listener. Okay, so thank you, Bra Odote. Yadamasise Muti Wombo Odumanye. God bless you. Mawusi me miele. Don't mind Adenta Otele Kumeo. Come on. Rashid Bochwasi, please. I said I need the title of the music. And I'm saying, minimu because I could move my huntino. I just say, also find it out. Me who me catch it. Okay, Abuja, Jeffrey Okanse, a finance expert. Jeffrey Okanse, a anti-corruption crusader and proponent. Mira, Yamohamo Akwaba.
Me just so many mama mincha wetie fo nyina na memfa obu ni die kese ma minyafa awengi bet enemy minya Karim anyone kasa woduma pa oye ne amoye wonim otan ebedi mochi adenti a waka no kra ewuhia wan kanso a wana beka ntimi da mo se mama membo MPP de ne tew ya me se ade no yetwa ne fa Ghana nyina se se mankrofo ti politics na se nkrofo nti sheda enti the citizenry and then the political party supporters nya omonti ase se political party duma na ye no Ghana de ene ye be si Ghana na ya chicheche emu ahye nkunkum okuo we se me mefa so na ma ye ni sei eba school hospital me ni sei we si me ni sei ye de adwene nya be shimu a podcast we exchange ideas and then we engage in differences open ni say me pen sa ye ni say enye ntokwa e adwen kire Karim e ka no kesi bebi say uni tafrache uni nyansade bia ka na ode keke ni bem na wo bibia obekam yesiesi a wo betina ho mi ni onya adwene bibia me come ye no aka wade what to pen abomeda enu ni ye ka no nti de bia moma enye na yemfa adwenkire no emendi enim kan na niama ben de sa ne ade be ni inadequate sensitization say ye nka dodo na ma nkofo no nti ase no ema omo nso nkofo ka misinformation disinformation obi ka semfoforo bi ekogu nipa bi trim no wa hye na adwenbone monetization sika dodo na ye de hye politics ni mu no nti no agwaso akobo chacha no ye diwa na oni abre isa so this kind of draw bebre akoche mu nti the role of the rumor mongers and war mongers no obi wa naturally no ono de on person de o enye obi no enye de bia no obi ka che obi so onkoku
I don't want peace
obi
problems always
here ring bet eko chairman obi di nachi me nka say enye no to de bia enye no friend say o me basa basa o ubehu na ono so beka ho bi no ono onye obi o pass bi ye na o wato ne nsa.
But your opponent can also plant somebody.
Ena make an enti hansi ya wake obi krapo wo ho so a ahekwa enti de bia no you have to be vigilant. Say one dey di mechi enti ye aringe bet kan no obi aye ko so baka say hey won kan o kan ochi ehia papa de o kan no omfo madwen ko ho papa obi wo ha ewie ya wo bekireche mo ye enti wase esa se nipa no u t-shirt ya wo hye bi enu bia no se no di wechi we dey bekireche mu se on kan ho enti ye hwe won so ena the choosing strategy obi why jandam ning tutu asem no that is their way of operating ono be so sisiu ye na obi pie obi atonche hey police bia sa eno enti na ono be rem obi so ade no ena unfortunately no ye wo mu se ye ko no obi so akọ na ye ni se ne juma ya wo se bo so nua be bi e de aye na juma se on de se confusion e ba na yakọ ha am
the botetre
se e wo langard no first no obi wo te no oti on computer bi ma obi hwe obi bia na hwe so workers ba no hwe omo so ene de ye de obi akọ on koto ne nsa no nsa ni ama. How can we manage this thing? NCC ekuo bi a na ka na djuma wa ade a ye kan hu pa National Commission for Civic Education so ma o my before ti ase de nti aye politics ni e be free mo ba ni e se mo ko epro no ho mo ka sa na ma nyina isi so no so di mu jim political parties dan kasa so se amenyu abe ma kai o go hie mu a se parties in pay for o mu di ni mu o mu de o mu ni e be ka ho
NCC there I think your boom we are not being fair.
No, because they have a role to play.
No.
And maybe you say yes, more funding. So they need funding.
We have deliberately under I don't know. Like NCC, that's good.
I support you because that is a new call people or your mom near my mom be jinemi.
Cast bank from the Bacabon.
And they also also say National Commission for National Development Planning Commission. Okawaha. And I'm also because if you make those institutions crippled, then you don't have a plan. Esasa omo yeko enimu so no security agencies so omo so National House of Chiefs your religious leadership bodies no Catholic Secretariat Pentecostal Council omo nyina so omo bemu bi they all have a role but there here pa ne say there is a need to toughen the hands on clamping down on the people baby amoko kasi ya na makoma me ya omo ko hura court dem omo di sa enkwasi asemi etie fon fan cheme enkwasi asem se judge ti akonwem na odi mra na watimi ewura say wakoyi nia wafom no esa wode ne kofie eno mparampa so omu yi ni ma police for soldier for mo no omu hwe so because the government of they watched on
time na yes ye can say asem no macho men no court no be 1800
sir
how did they know
say you be your say sika no
2008
sir
yes
sir
that was the outcome
no no enti mo
how did they know
you see the when it gets to the escalated levels no obi ambe my report bi say civil war bi ba eba okro bi so ema na they were fighting NDC and NPP no innocent people rich people poor people obi abrebi into manya fa no ntum and finally I think the we all can see the punitive measures ye twimba kwa so twimienu aso a otina ye be frɛ na
I think one of the things that we raised one of the speaker reason I supported it was that you see this vigilantism are funded by leadership, some leadership. What do you say? They say, "Omoko yesa basa na ya chu ko police station." Who are those who follow up to say they are yabaji bail man? Who are those who follow up to say will provide lawyer for you?
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to see one day when a police vigilantism would happen. Then the police administration would arrest. Then somebody would go there and say, "I'm here to build them." Then they are chewaka home.
So, but they have a right to be built.
We said we have done a law that is crime.
Yes, but even at that,
even at that level, the person has the
right
to
protect.
So they will take you to court. Go to court and build. Go to court and build them. Yeah. We are saying that don't get punish the one who
the offenders.
The problem. Look for the funders.
Right, right. I think on the issue of the foreign policy, we've had good foreign ministers, and we appreciate them. But this current foreign minister, Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, also known as the Son of Man, he has elevated it to the next level. Ama foreign affairs ministers, and so now and Kofa started even nominating say you're flagging as a performing minister within the we say it's very interesting and nice to see. Me say some of the good bold decisions are making me on no and ne boss President Mahama FAP foreign policies the bold economic decision on the US aid. Okay, time my US aid can't so no. President Mahama actual letter. My finance minister say on here in futu no baby ebenya me oni sempoa na fan bosso na ye den ye ntena I bia obi ma me na no amo mu fie e na ya amo bre ye bi e na omo siko port no kese na sei enti omo de kitu na no enti omo nya bi amre ya ye da omo se we didn't do that on pain or any hate you say yes you be fie die na ya ye hu yi e no your first one. Second one the lobby for support on the reparations. Say we are seeing the worst crime against humanity. Say nyame bo nipa ade kese a yeyeti a nipa da se ni we bia rasa fenanya slavery. Na say omutimi gina ye hwe they looked the opponent in the face catch and say nya oye no crime has no expiry date. One ye ni yi say utua sa abone no nka. Omo ye no so na mpa de call United Nations no omudi kunim and twaso no ye me say ye mbra bibia the bold decision ye fai say ye ko fai nyanom ni ye ma ye nom ni ye brothers ene ye wofa nom efi South Africa abakrum ha no asem bia na anye easy sa obehema ye de ye pray kra akosi your crap no na South Africa aban aye no say ne yakoso no ye nduru bibia say obefa wo makofi na emo ni aye mama pa de say utimi hu say ka eba emra say ye behwe emra na emra enko yie niama aquatruments protocols because aquatruments ena egudi niama ye de kontia sa ngofo mu di sa adwiri nsem no South Africa mo sa machines ni pa enso mu gina nchen hweye am ye brim ye nuanu mi pa ema enkwala ye brim mo mitie Ghana ni akwala bi ebra na omo South Africa obeso omo befie no ye radio ba koso akwala ne tese omo ko school crap na kasa ayakatiam hate speech na nkwala kacha eti nkwala we nyina echiri no South Africa government say wanted that na obi ba aba ofie di agro oba de ade abɔ ne tirim na osu wo se wante akra ne mame ba say obefa na ko hospital dia o say wanya ade na agro kakra omudi no wono afa asem no manatra enso yeken ekroyi na ti akra iti hu no the people who suffered it they came here ye de omu guprem at the buy emi ehu omu
obi kura do airport crowd free me
na Ghana aban ye do airport no Ghana aban
free me ya
wonim say ye do airport no Ghana aban e show omu bo say mabo amaba ensuo ni aduane ni ye nyanum ebi mu so ene a company bi mu e mo omu ne omedi ni omu enom e ma aban no e mo omu kakra so kai ya mama ye ma refi aban mo omu kakra bi e de kafa kakra e de to omu ataso
and me you refi Mr. Ibrahim Mahama so
me da say
the support he rendered
sa enti
I am say the aircraft no go fa mo buy
Ghana
anani aircraft
I'm say the aircraft no
Ghana company dumem ena ebo aye no enso enti anka ma wabo me da ma me nka say mo ofa so to bag ya ba me da when I to school shoe ba me a tie me say school uniform no school bag no me ofa so aye dey ato bia ma me da enti ya ko enim the bold decision on this MTN rejection no tie ye de yaw no ama ye hu say ya ye de be koso aye dey ayo MTN for no major frequency amiti he ma he omudin ensem wo ho esu ya edin ebre bebedu na onim nyame won obeyiwa ma ensem sei e no de yiuma o mama eska enye ntokwa o na auto obrodo e na de blame
for now don't you think say a pointed direct accusing fingers on MTN yes we are totally wrong but partially wrong because MTN to me is a victim of circumstance.
No, Debbie, Jai.
Say, or your South African company
offer
and room for AS. So
offer
MTN is to suffer the fate
offer
have been unleashed on us by
offer
the country.
Offer yes, say.
Hello,
Jena can cry offer. I will bet here or I woba. Ose me banu ene Mr. Kanse bani di agroni nti asem we muma nka na ye na so kata nani no yi mi manugu abontene no wo matiko a yese me de du mi so a me ma me awenge meti manu emba bi di e wo mi fie me so me wo matiko me mpra o me mbo mo enso me say enough is enough na MTN na make kire no mentie mfa South Africa tension ho mentie mfa ho memem ko ho baby amigina no say me say nsem wo
okay
unim say omudi o manverse o mo say o medi how many years wo Ghana
30 years
MTN din no odi 30 years wo Ghana obuwa
also 30
me say obuwa
no
ye sha say metidi mi bi first din ye den
spaceful
I mean shira
Arriba
tobo ono ti onya pay no o sha say wo he
spaceful
and I also okowie wo he
Arriba
the obo first one MTN the obo first one MTN obo ye no
spaceful
second one obo MTN
Arriba
na then MTN be di 30 years wo Ghana e be din kita won china ja no see o we'll talk when we have to talk, but God has a way.
No, but sir, it's also because almost consolidate where today's MTN began.
Debbie,
Mr. part of consolidation.
And Mr. Ochina, oh say no what boy me pa say we read the law. Ochina you be di unkita. Why? Final one I make actually want to say one of the things that we have done. President Omampeyin ene okujeto ablakwa ye nua be my son of man aya me fe papa the smooth handling of the issue when nyina mu no say wonte say Ghana ya maye ne so e wo kwasa bia so we've been so diplomatic to the hurting point, and I repeat this side say we've done diplomatic steps no we've taken them with a hurting point e miaw e ka wo hye enso no aye din na wo sere ene bi ni aye no o man bia capitalization de ko obefa ofa no kwa
President Ramaphosa crap Sanko Bagana, he was the
yes, yeah, that's now na yen be monkomo. And so won't you say close your members you are. Once you close your members you are. As you didn't come. Yes, they be only wa dan for ya there. And so who say or you bibi na ya ya. So person dan for ko so ye pa. Catch us dan for the oye no. Okay. Now the way forward for all this say discuss exit plan. Exit plan for MTN, DSTV, and Goldfields. It is not out of any like hate or anything.
Goldfields, I may agree, but why MTN and DSTV?
Don't worry, these are South African-owned companies, and we are going to discuss what in the thick of the language. Almost say go home, and we should go and build our country. We should go and own our assets. And make sure we manage our resources well. That is why our children, we are catching it. I want to say, one bob ye, anything on a man about Ufie, ebe didino. And me say, oh, ni fear on our call with Giano. On also kitchen, no, on sell so sell. Baby, I do kitchen, no, near at the bear chop bar. Because tear me, see the bear chop bar. It's yesterday. I will get say near the bear chop bar. Nebaba paying so about ice water. Yes, now into unim. And yes, and we are cold. And I'm a car support exit plan. I bet you 2 years or 3 years exit plan.
Exactly. So I'm coming home.
Thank you, sir.
I was the leader and convener for the Ghana First Alliance.
Yes.
Yeah. The demonstration against South Africa's xenophobia. And that is why I want to speak on authority regarding some of these matters. Okay. I think that if we refer to the mines, the natural bona fide of Ghanaians, or some say bona fide properties of Ghanaians. Senior me pacho me bao.
Yes, sir.
And even Osha proposal cry person the common Ministry of Lands. I spoke to the minister about it, yet to be presented. There's also an exit plan for even the Goldfields mines and so forth and so on. But then natural inheritance, different from a certain MTN, a certain DSTV, one when Jessica, and as part of investment, about investing in Ghana, lest we give a certain signal.
Okay.
Maybe. Let me give a certain signal. Say we are not friendly to foreign companies.
Okay.
So I think he said when basically kuni habai. No, but Goldman is mine.
And you make me land. I'm with you. They say one fan toast now fragile, no. You toast not to Chelsea go first in front of No, I gave you the 3 because maybe the point. But let me explain this one to you. Laughable. Very laughable. Tell me, yeah. And Crawford are playing the mobile. They invested there.
Yeah, of course. Yes.
They equally invested.
They were having
so in fact, their policeman, your point has been laid flat and even below the ground. I don't want to get emotional. Me say, in Crawford Mufu play nearby Ghana for no mobile. They invested. Whether a cedi or a penwa, whether a dollar or a pound sterling, they invested.
That's true.
Please, Ghanaians climb plane, hustle through the oceans and the seas and the land, and they went to that place and invested. They are lazy people, and I use the lazy with no apology because
South Africa.
Look. There were white Europeans, Asians who were on TV. I'm quoting people who have invested and employed them.
Hold on.
No.
For the purposes of the show,
I
want you to be statistical.
No, I'm saying the Ghanaians. No. Listen to me. They said Ghanaians were lazy people. I'm not insulting them. Listen to me. I'm not referring to South Africans as lazy.
We must elevate the conversation as Ghanaians.
No. Unless you let me land, you'll be putting words in my mouth. I'm saying. They refer to Ghanaians as lazy people. And I'm saying they are lazy people, yet they came to invest in your country.
They say, go back to your broken country.
Are you listening to me? Please, don't misquote me. I'm saying they said they are lazy people. They are lazy people, yet they came to your country and invested their monies into your economy. And they own shops, and they were running their own businesses, and you were very truthful to your facts. They have come to take in your jobs.
if you were playing the rules, say okay, say Yebeka say yeah hano, yeah mama none for anyone juma emaha, ema medidwa. And I make sure say Ghana for no almost say ni afọ. Enti ntimi nye juma we krom. And so ye de ni ha no ekọ ho. And I no mo kan ye ni ha no mo ebeje o mo juma. No bi o ni ha de o de ji juma. And so that what lazy was for the Ghanaians and the foreigners they said had come to invade their country to take over their jobs. How do lazy people take your jobs? And so finally, all I'm saying is we do with this with a human face, cordially. Exit plan for all the 3 companies I mentioned. And the Omanya Maya say, Omomuguya Ejumano, Omo say, what's it on my bank? I had the mommy break a 1 minute pay. Oma Bane say they are not taking any cognizance of any cost of those companies. Oman can't tell BBR. So 1, we are going to take cognizance, say companies where as they stay. 2, we are going to take cost and evaluate their machines and assets. Now you say take you over, say Ghana, they take you over. You know before the bed and they asem. And to now cano, yeah, they are the one. Your assets and machines now in your major on. They didn't take cognizance of it. Or crap. 2, almost say, she. No him say, one yashima was a source also born chrono. They actually totally said, say, who is at the point they were saying, say, and Crofona ever for winning illegal migrants.
Which is not true.
But it's okay. So at the point, no, now one person who agree, it says, what did the panel them no? They wanted to add evil to it and smear on our citizens. Say in Dimraso. Including BB, we will just make sure, say, yes, in the face of world trade. So person who say Ghana for ye wakuma e jinko for ejuma. Fe gaga for no mo na ma mo ye ejuma no. Fe Nigeria for na sen ko mo piepia box bi enam e tonton phone accessory. Ya pa me omo. Offer. Yeah, no.
Very well. His name is Jeffrey Okanse. Jeffrey Okanse, a finance person. Jeffrey Okanse, anti-corruption crusader. For Jumedi Nidin, the Citizen Show, High Accra 100.5 MHz, Medin, Ede, Nana, Utu, Dako, National Chairman PNC, Gusuaha, Asaki, Wingobet, Minya Karim, and so Egusua. Now, let's do the next phase. Maybe I can touch it on the reshuffle. If you bet me, I don't know if you've seen it.
No way.
Oh, brief. Please, can you? Fatus Mame.
Yeah. Oh, to a year.
Oh, now make it simple.
Oh, to a year.
Oh, man, a simple way.
Oh, to a day, but Messi, yes, I'll see a ye.
No, I reshuffle. Many small reshuffle. Nothing. Okani. President Mahama makes further ministerial changes. President John Dramani Mahama has made the following changes to his government. 1. Honorable Abdul Rashid Pelpo has been reassigned as Minister of State for Special Initiatives. Don't forget, no.
Employment and labor.
Now this is taking his place. I'm sorry to say this is. Oh, it's correct. This man is taking his place. Honorable Emmanuel Kweju Ajikum is replacing the Minister of Labor. Well, the President has also reassigned Deputy Minister for Defense, Ernest Bruja Jemfi. He's now going to play the role of Presidential Advisor on national resilience and emergency preparedness.
Honorable Emmanuel Kojono, na or Hefa.
On the no. Adabi, initiative very new. Oh, Samu.
Special initiative.
Because that special initiative maintained.
Swap.
Kwame, have you done that? Until a swap.
Okay, so I heard you this afternoon.
Oh, okay.
And but to say you were contemplating as to whether Brojoji, if he go into the presidency as a special, he was senior special advisor. What did he use? What is the title?
He's going as presidential advisor on. Okay. So this is his office: National Resilience and Emergency Preparedness. It's more of NADMO, but this is more of preventive.
Yes.
Than managing a disaster.
Yes. So I saw you trying to find out whether is it a demotion, is it squared up to deputy minister position?
Yes.
The minister position. I think the president, by our constitution, has the responsibility to move anybody at anywhere, at any time, when he so wish. The president has set prerogative to appoint and to fire. In this regard, I've heard somebody send you a message that Amokura Mutim Didi. And so, at times the president will also look at your strength and your weaknesses. So your strength, I have not read Honorable Bojagefi biography, profile, to know what is his specialties area. But having had this recent disaster, I strongly believe the president may want him to help him in that regard. And so, yes, Obi can say, and you yourself, you even admitted on air that Obi Metumo, deputy minister, the whole year, Otio said the minister of management of kind papers. And I on sign here. Yes, I will say that minister of defense, they have their budget, it's a security setup. And so, minister can do whatever and work with his deputy. At where he's going, I'm sure his budget, he will not have a specific budget to his office. It will be the office of the president budget that those people at the presidency all will be spending.
Okay, so his background, he holds a Master of Arts in Strategic Marketing from the University of Ghana, Legon, a postgraduate diploma in Public Administration from GIMPA, and an international diploma from the Institute of Commercial Studies.
Okay, so that is his background.
And his credential, he's a graduate member of the Chartered Institute of Administrators and Management Consultants, Ghana. Good. So that is Broja Jemfi's background.
So the president needs him at where he has taken, and I don't think we should sit there to question the president why he's taken Broja Jemfi to where he's taking him to. Again, the president also knows why he's sending Honorable Rashid Pepo to the special initiative, right? Now, what it means is that anything that the president will want to initiate, anything the president would like to initiate, comes through him. In fact, I remember my own younger brother, Nelson Ndebugure, was appointed as presidential advisor or on special initiative, president special initiative. Is that not it? Nelson Ndebugure. That is the position he's holding. And so I'm sure they will be working under the Minister for Presidential Initiative. And so quite clearly, they are still in government. While they are still in government, the government is big. And of course, this is the first time we are hearing such a unit at the presidency. This is the first time. I didn't see this during Kufuor time. I didn't see this during Rawlings time. I did not also see this during President Emils, President Mama 1, Akufo-Addo 1, and Akufo-Addo 2. This is the first time they are creating such a department. And I'm sure as he starts, I'm told that it is immediate effect. So what it means is that tomorrow morning, if Broja Jemfi will go to office, he will go to the Jubilee House.
My question, maybe as a journalist, let me say, couldn't this job be borne by NADMO? Because NADMO is a National Disaster Management Organization. We should just add preventive and management organization.
No, that's I think he sits as a person who will be coordinating that one.
NADMO doesn't formulate policies. I don't know. I'm sure they implement policies.
They implement policies.
Right.
And so this could be at policy level.
Right.
Policy level, because he's going to advise the president on those strategic areas and how they will come up with policies in regard to preventive, as you said, and other early warning, early signals. And so that is going to be a policy formulation.
Policy.
And yes, and probably will also supervise for those policies to be implemented. In fact, I used to say that I'm a maritime person.
Yeah.
And I used to say that as we speak now, I do not see our contingency. We call it a rescue contingency. In case where we have the oil rig, we are drilling the oil. You know, our fishermen go to fish.
Yes.
The fisher folks goes to fishing. Now, if there's spillage, there should be a team that will go to rescue. While they are rescuing, while we are trying to salvage the situation, there should be a team to say, okay, to come up with cost of economic loss. Because when there's spillage at sea, where our oil is, what it means that our fisher folks that goes to sea to fish, if it's affected their area, they cannot go for fishing. And so if they have to sit at home for 1 month, for 2 months, for 3 months before we can be able to contain the oil spillage, then one economic activity is lost. One cannot no longer go and get food for table. For that matter, they will have to account it or assess it and to say this is, if they were to go for fish for 2 months, this could have been the amount of money or quantum that they would have catch. And so for that matter, they have to compensate those people. So, and we need a rescue team that immediately such a thing, okay, they are there. Not that we are not calling fire service come, immigration come, Navy come, this come, police come. We need to have, that is the contingency. So in case of anything, this is our rescue team in that regard to manage it. So these are the things that probably policy direction level, when he comes, he will look into those things and advise the government, we need to have this in place, we need to have that in place to prevent this. In fact, I don't know, because of the our military engineering, for the engineering department, that supported us when there was this flood. You know about that? They supported, went out there with their speedboat and other things to rescue. So we need somebody to be in that.
But NADMO is a ministry, no,
NADMO is directly to the office of the president, right?
Isn't it interior?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it should be under interior.
NADMO, I don't think they report to interior.
The interior. That's why Muntaka was there when the disaster happened.
I'm specifically asking.
Interior.
It's interior.
Yes. I'm specifically asking this because issues of policy have been raised. And if issues of policy have been raised, I don't see how a coordinator of a preventive action like this will be more policy driven than the minister under whose watch these policies must emanate.
In fact,
I mean, carry him said, I mean, this no.
No, can I say let me pay attention.
Now, maybe national chairman say,
yeah.
Because the national chairman I raise the issues, bordering policy.
Okay.
100% rights, because of course, NADMO are policy implementers.
Yes.
So then we will need somebody who will advise the president, ABR in area of policy. And I'm saying that if indeed it has to do with policy there, and the near NADMO
okay.
And we are saying say interior.
Oh, but beyond that, okay. Who said within the president, president advises on different aspects of governance.
Yes.
Or advisor on economy.
With a small brief now about.
No problem. On economy. Even though there is, a finance ministry that is full-fledged responsible for that. So at the end of the day, Mijidi said, president has the right, he has a prerogative to appoint who he so, seeks based on one more expertise and maybe our more experiences. Be okay, Jamaica for one sense, say the troops call. So Monkobuano rebuild after earthquake. On the president said the Chile and all of that. So I'm sure that there are still a number of things if they are not our president, if I say he still needs his expertise within those fields. Intina or the neighbor say, you know what, let me reassign you here. Maybe what focus more and work on that.
I'll come back to you no your full time. But
but you should you should even know that sometimes there are certain, as is rightly said, there are senior advisors or there are advisors to the president. Sometimes the advisors will also compare other jurisdictions and bring an issue before the president. And the president will say, okay, let's call the sector minister to brief him. So sometimes the policy can even emanate from the presidency to the sector minister for them to really look at it and develop it. You don't know about that?
Yes.
So those who are there, they are watching the sector ministers. And then if they see something wrong, they tell Mr. President, This is what is happening here. They are the ears of the president.
Then they advise the president.
You understand? They are the ears of the president.
Okay.
And they advise the president in policy directions.
Okay.
And before it can, they will now go back to the ministry, formally to bring it back. They will even have to look at it before even go to cabinet for approval.
Okay.
And so they are a very strategic area. And of course, it is here that everybody is saying, is it more than the minister? Look,
let's drop those.
I'm sure he's still entitled to all the remuneration that he was receiving as a deputy. Then there's no way they are going to reduce.
Earlier said senior presidential staffer equal to deputy minister. So certainly, if you are an advisor to the president in such a you are whether or not say close to a minister, it's neither here nor there.
And sometimes if the president is billed to attend functions and he cannot make it. These are the people that he assigned to go represent the president.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for the education, National Chairman. So let me come back to Karim then. I
think that
nobody tell me.
Governance. I say football no. Ball no cost no. Now we are coach. At this point, the president is a coach. If you have a team, no direction and person team no kwana. Maybe I'm a policy direction be I'm the buy my achieve here but I enter me do call no why we are beside here will be fufro nti call na kodi adwuma ho so mame nti my hand say reshuffle na omampanyan ye no say wo demote obi ana so promote obi ana say wo you be free baby because of ill intent and ill motive we there be like I said ebia adwuma na na opeso ye no why we I need your expertise and your skill set somewhere else. Nti ko na bia ko revamp hon so ye den e mame na say djuma no so ye den enso eni basically that is that nti say president Irish Afla as citizens of the country na members of the party no ye de ne say ye be support whatever decision aba na ya boa sankofo yi amomotume di djuma no ama ye nyina at the end of the day oman no na nyina pese oman no tumpom nti say president say formation we na be boa na we just have to support. So yeah, that is that.
Right. Okay. Mr. Geoffrey.
Do
you think it's a president challenge now, even in wanting to do reshuffle? I know say he has the power to hire and fire, but considering a Juma the ministers and any CEOs do no, you think I don't see that reshuffle no? Yes, then who the Senator Mahama one na oyen.
Say say he has the power by the constitution say or be hired and then also to reassign or also even thank you and say why you money and so we my way so enye no kre yana media grow because say Ghana or here former qualified to be ministers or ana ombeye ejuma ewa ban mu no me say ike say can also per team na obetimi form team we say be say 10 and even 100. And so say obi eye na obi tenase nti wo hwe si aba na nkofo omu ye adwuma yi wo hwe ni output na omu bo omu homoden yes challenges wo gaps wo nti si amenyu abema Karim kan no we a coach na what is touch line so etodo bi wa mame ma nhweso kitwa bi na Mourinho ye coach wo Chelsea no na nkofo so kire no wa ma no so wo say we winning match 4-0 5 na ninja ye o say ahwe ase a na ka so mo no enye sa na mo ball no so o ma che enso ahwe ase a na chance bi mu wo mu nti we a coach na ye yi obi free man and just say ahwe a na oni mbo enso ahwe a game plan say amnya Karim kan no for the day no ahwe o fit better wa ha say a wo Canada ma say mi o be hwe kroma asem bako a hit headlines in the last quarter na etwa mu no say na flood ye be chichire ye no ndi say omanpenye yi obi say onko e bibi e na say awo kan who can brilliantly say is resilient so now to be proactive rather than to be reactive it is just obi akotena ho na what the say juba na eden ahye ne nsapa you say enyu awenge besu kan say 48-4 just say ordinary defense for as a deputy minister no ordinary defense for na eden ko gine mu e no mo aso na ya no mo bafa omo boa nadmo in say bibi ni a interior ni defense across the 5 and 6 and you be away more defense we dey call interior ejuma mu a the same job na we dey we dey man no
There 5 and 6. Kaka 5 no 4.
Ose make numbers 5 and 6. How can football? The any football I make numbers. No, but
5 no 4 9 10.
Yeah, there. Semi ball there.
What I say?
Me man
11. And 7.
Mechanic man ball position football. Say I can say ball.
No, 2 7. And no 2 7. Now 3 11.
Oh say 11 there me na me Bobby. Small post. Yeah, there 4 posts, small posts near boss. Yeah, you're migrating from 4 corners to small posts. And then what kind of crepa? Say 11 there me mobisa. That's how Bokra me there. Yeah, I'm strikers, me midfielders, kakra, me defenders, I'm pay. Me share me them no wasem. And them say president ayen yi say offer bimu na odi bimu bem. And no crack say maybe a chumni na uti as. Yeah, I know your teacher. I observe. People say sometimes he is not able to take decisions. I'm sure say he's proving to them say the decisions are on the table and he's taking them as and when. But people are say discussion with the last comment I made on say let us not also see it say say the news hits them as a president and looking at Mama the way he is no as a diplomatic person no me sure say Zanko for from no me dinkita who say bibi edu mpacho me pese wo boa me wa ha nti yem say from that look no sa factor ne dey na me hwe ne pass I'm sure say we ni say na sure na discuss and na ka and na onu nim bibi okono na onim say obi so ha ya da mo man hwe mo obi so ahwa the role no play no bibi course bi no pese o ya na bibi a ye be hwe how the which position with Makosha you have just the laxity of time where it won't be like you have to be 6 to 6, 6 to 6, 8 to 8, and so on. So all these factors to me be near the idea, near the Abesha Unko. And say it's a step in the right direction. Now, you're free for reshuffling any outsiders call, but the main man on the bench, everything I just said no. Player here, I'm sure open set Mrs. Sanui, Machetim Nimusa, your coach trainer, he's the best defender. Say me coach training for you. Now me the Obi Fufro, I'm sure we were a defender so. Work for dribble me ajigo na she into them pamucho we should thank the president for such shufflings, but as media persons and CSO community we need to observe and see and understand and analyze why they change after performance ni bibi ebem watching bi ansha me know say BBC there say o troopers are on them not no afi who say accident see ya omo the equipment new one about omo say now we say by and by we will understand it better why president or change way but we'll still keep our eagle eyes on the ground.
You befa ba na afeye dey see but na Kwame topic we are there be denta kumi when they be discussing on platform with doesn't merit it. Oh no, I mean come on, we'll be discussing denta kumi for what? Let's discuss important. Okay, we are 6.4% of Ghanaians remain in poverty. That's a
very typical matter. That's a typical matter.
I don't see why this citizen should time be discussed identity to me or give you empty threats when he's a woman.
I think sir, maybe we can just give it a minute and then focus the next 3 minutes on the one you have said.
Is it Rwanda?
Yes, Rwanda.
Yeah.
There was one person who said something in radio or on radio, and thousands were amputated, were killed, and that country never want to experience that history again. And so don't underestimate. Identity Kumi has followers. And if I heard you loudly, it is say, what can I say? Your friend is saying, okay, Sambi, me refika krabat. Also, yeah, chino. The people pour to the street. You remember? People pour to the street to support him. So he has supported, and he's going for youth organizer position.
Yes.
When you check our research or our statistics, Ghanaian youth are the majority. Oh, you don't know? And so if there's a youth commander, you don't know what is in his sleeves. I think his statement, if it were to be serious country, they'll pick him for questioning. You said, election 2028, if we were somebody will see his is God. Is that what he said? What is this statement?
I remember so much to say. Or my cred was C for NDC.
So that alone national security should be interested. He's contesting election. He will win or he will not win. What if he win? What he say is what his followers or his youth would follow. And so don't just treat such a person as a mayor. He's not a mayor. We are the largest opposition party, youth organizer. Sorry. And so you may say term it as a mere statement, but the security operative, they will have to read meaning to it. And that will guarantee you and me our safety. Even though he's in opposition. Yeah, Minya Hobsona do I can say 2016 election, no? They went and planned dynamite and other things.
It was on my show.
The election day na dynamite ya pipe. Yeah. Unim say ya two na we own journey. We basa they are we are ballot papers. So our security should be, that's what I should call for on an election day, on the national election day. And I said 2024 election, the way the security handle it in, I know the security have gone back to study to know the lapses, and they will work to perfect those lapses, and even put more contingency in place to crush anybody who want to foment trouble on election day. Because 2028 election is going to be a crucial election. MPP want to bring back Omea, NDC want to retain, ENC want to win, APC want to win, CPP want to win, we all want to win. Amano to Amano,
2028. To me, the most crucial election was 2024.
Is that so? No. So when him say, NDC, PNC, when they disqualify my candidate, we declared for President John Dramani Mahama. So, okay, time I will buy we have no chief executive officers. What to say? Jomama Bano or my PNC appointment?
That's what my appointment.
Appointment.
That's how the president of committee.
Committee. Committee needed.
And they have one.
Men call her like mini. Men call.
Nobody's a privileged position.
Don't go there.
The president.
No, president. You
can pick a phone and call him.
You are treading the wrong waters. Men call them.
Is it not true that you were in the committee with the president? Is it not true?
Messi.
Is it true or not?
Messi. TMA. Messi. Where you are going is dangerous waters. Because me continue, I have for it nearby. For the nearby.
Yeah, Mama.
Me say yeah, continue, I have for it. That's a more jubilee house. Oh my, John Maka. I have for it.
For God and country.
I'm telling you for it to say, a black one, who's the president, Mama Bayana now, or far, sir, if for come to the front, say. If you order corner, person to Amuka, and Amuka, some castle that the moon jiffy. But yeah, didn't I have for there? I am President will continue.
I'm sorry, don't let me divert your attention. Proceed. I'm
and so, for me, I strongly believe, say, I say, Ghana for Yajan Dasho. I say, I'm fat in the statement no, to be serious statement. Because, or you'll be our Bible leading baboon. I say, I call election and call your mom, say, hey, yam pinea, but you pija. They say, security operative no, should have an interest.
Yeah, I think you want to capitalize on this.
And then,
popularize his agenda.
Exactly, and then,
so I don't think we should.
As a smart communicator, he makes this for people to know our Kukudru amount the contenders. No, that way, amount is content. He has promised them something. He is the only person who has what Kukudru near to Abumano. It's a catalyst to win. It's a smart way to win the election. But I wouldn't want to be popular in this kind of way. bite. This bite doesn't signal well. It can put you into trouble. He can be picked. If it's a serious category, he can be picked and questioned. You know that. But if they pick him, they will give another. And you know that. Aboju or father falano. Say yes, as I be or no yere or so or popularity of there is Aboju who said I won't come you. So sanity is a strategic communicator. The strategic now no one say minia I mean so call election be. No analysis be.
Mustafa.
Mustafa Hamid, okay, yes. Okay, election also first vice chair. Oh yeah, analysis. You listen to him. Yes. And some of the things that he said, no, I agree with him perfectly. Some of the things Mustafa Hamid said yesterday, no, I agree with him perfectly. Say, Ampa, or who say Christians be sorry or be say, me feel you be see mosque on Tibida. And it's true on Tibida. But I'm say, or say, ICGC, Papa no koye renovation be na ya new Muslim say omon pene. And all be questions. So we live in harmony. Yet harmony in there. If they say, Ghana by Sharia law, you can't do Sharia law in this country because population youth. Even Muslim ni kurabo monto abama no. Okachi not yo. Ozi okoye renovation be wo Kumasi be. By to abano. Jomama ni wini wo.
Baba me na ko renovation.
Baba mo ko renovation no.
Central Mosque.
Kai so mo to abama no. Ba mo ko ba mpa yo. Ba dadi che on ko to abano were. Mo ko to abama Jomama. Ente me cannot say election day. I follow Sir John statement.
Okay.
Until the last vote is count, fear delegate. Thank you, Mr.
Minister, for the education. At least that bit of say.
But just to touch on the because I'm sorry you are tired now with that. Yes. Poverty.
50.
Yes. It's alarming.
Now we crumble President Mahama.
Yes, very, very alarming. In fact, one of the things that the government have done is to stabilize the economy. You see, I said, I better say, who needs can award any than say, who was can award any.
Better can be.
Won't be better. Say, Miss Son, how much and I'm a pa. Do anyone a bedi?
Okay.
I mean, this guy will be
okay.
Dan say me kiteska.
Okay, that's great.
That stability, no, that has tamed down, even though there's poverty level, but and yet to say 2023, 2024, what do you say? How? But 2 years, what is it? Even workers strikes, that in that magnitude. And no to say NLA almost strike here. But who share Director General Minia Alaji is it the Oyamamunu as clever? But as workers always demand. You want to get workers for no more than Pabone. But Alaji there is serious or yeno. And they call off the strike, right? They call it off. And say Amoyade. And so that's how we want. One president to put people in leadership who will be able to tame down and try to quench the fire when fire want to burn and do the right thing. Let workers be happy. Because if your workers are happy, output will be huge. And now, of course, and so if they want a certain percentage, management should go and meet them and explain to them. Work, when you hit and exceed target, Christmas is coming. Bonuses will be paid at this percentage over your salary, isn't it? If it's some organization will give you 3 months of your salary times 12 months, and they calculate they pay you, isn't it? So I think that NLA boss, and the management and the board, at least I didn't saw Andrea, I'm to Sojana, you daddy.
When you have me that say what bought NLA, assembly so far, because I say, assembly also a boss to the mammy Simakakra, now men for Hokakra. You see, a toda, your ma. Ye partisanship ne higher power memuha na ohe NLA ne sa ye si union ya omo asori etia boss ya union nti na omo wahin ama na afei emum na womo sori akasa etia boss no se womo yi ne free ho so all these years where were they mutu ohese ohono ese amanema na womo ka ho asem yi nti connected na sa anema ni ho nti ade na omo anka ho asem na afei mum na omo ka ho asem but you see said nyankopon tie no you cannot shame God's child ma yam picky the issues are first womo de baye na womo say salary nsensem bi wo ho nti union ni propose 25%. That was the initial demand. From 25% no more about 20%. From 20% and no more about 17%. Now guess what? Management met them halfway and gave them 12% eventually. Salary increment.
I think even 17 crumbs sounds so about 50.
Nature say negotiation. Ebemu. Emma management penny ede. Etuaye. Titine wo mu tu omo salaries no. On say we a public sector worker aside of salary abeji no. O pension fund wo ha o say eden. O say aban tua and a company now use mama no tua. Until tier 1 tier 2 teteno na wo mu ntua ma ne correspond with salary na nipa ne gino because salary a wo gina be kire o corresponding tier 1 tier 2 pension a betua ana anya mo na me economics ana anya sanity na wo mu ntua Alhaji Salam ena wo be di se adwuma no ena me ne wo ka say wo mu modernize wo mu POS technologies ka foforo yesi ye beto abre wo mu computers ana mo so wo mu nibi CEO edi hujuma and I'm going to say hujuma. So there's been a lot of drastic change within NLA than existed in the past. So if not because of ill intent and now obi parochial interest be our wa, I don't see how and why I'll be sorry. Etia somebody who is doing this fantastic work within that place. And then I'm saying this our union, where were they in the past?
But okay, workers no also waka aban apotis na ya for montu mia bebre no we nyina na wa ma information to your communicators how would they communicate
so me ba ho
problem mba
me
ka ti we nyina
me ba ho 2016 problem ayenya ye no e ma say aban na yuduma bebre nso communication anya den anko down
they support the freedom with informations
me a broadcaster me a journalist me yuduma ma TV station na mre pi kra chale it we place phone calls so cry yemfa send WhatsApp cry and reply because you pay information keke what you say e dey man for say edwuma aban ne eye nie so just give us info answer we na me see PA for ni PRO for ni kokoti pa but it's a conversation no make but it's a sometimes granya point in mpo abedi echirefo no womo ni asem no but that is a conversation for another day menu abema kumi ye ne na school
na sa kumi
ye ne na school na ye ka lego SRC ni ade kumi ye ne na nti kumi ye nim ni free tete na ne mpese menu abema kumi eti ase ne say politics na nye hey Yaka politics are a contest of ideas. So you cannot fake confidence. You cannot fake bravery and bravado. Finally, you cannot fake aura. Yemfamawa. In an attempt to cover up some, inefficiencies that you may have, you want to do no. Not everybody has to be like that.
That's right.
Hey, Malik Basantali. He doesn't have to come out and do gidi. Hey. Na nipa ne page na ho na hu na srem se jata.
There's a certain aura.
There's a certain aura around the person. People will naturally gravitate towards you.
Yes.
Hey, yebra penyi sami jemfi. On kasa hey. Onye gidi. Wantina moto so. But yebra penyi sami jemfi hye ne suit no pie. Anaso betina TV so ana radio so na wo bie na no kasa.
That's right.
You gravitate towards him naturally. My advice to my brother is that carve your niche and let people know you for that.
For who you are.
For who you are. And perhaps you will gravitate towards you. Debi ekase mebu ne ne dachi. Dachi no nya chino nya next week, nya next month. Dachi no ne ya. Inti steps I be taking no. And e be kire say this dachi na ye ka ho asem be dem. Ebebem. Inti example ben any a pese ye set eto ho. Emma ye ma. Emma ye nananom. I hope you're getting my point.
I get it.
Say o pre position inti no. Wo say a man for beba abehu eyi ombekwa ko hia nyankopon mo be share ballot boxes. No, you see we must be very measured in the statements that we make. The media is a very powerful tool. And
he was a media.
Yeah, oh, he was I think a year ahead of us. Inti say yenya platform.
Legon.
Yeah, Legon. Yenya platform. Say ye kasa. We ought to be extremely careful how we speak because whether we like it or not, we influence a certain group of people. And people take a lot of the things that we say straight to jacket.
Yeah.
Ebia odona nipa no wo ma wonti kura na asem a wo ka no won dwene ho wo kan ya no okoye.
Ebi so act ansa no madwene.
You understand? So we need to be extremely careful. You see, politics is a very interesting game. And they be because of politics, you have emotions and find your politics. With the emotions, your politics are be feeling. So the politics say me who me know why you say mama na me ya me catch hey you free them ha call ya no. We've forgotten about it, then we move on. You don't do it with emotion. So he ought to be extremely careful the kind of utterances are or make it. Ordinarily, we should not be discussing Kumi.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but for the
you want to leverage.
I get it. But for the sake of tomorrow, you know, it's important for us to issue these disclaimers. Now, GD pass security agencies, you know, they are monitoring. The GD pass national security for more procure more intelligence, and if not for anything, was so more pequine be no more friend it no more ne kasa. No more man in Tiasia say, say wo misbehave. Say wo misbehave. Now say he's dealt with her. Nobody should come out and cough. So I want to believe, say, penny for bedding. Be friend, atena say, I'm a woman in ide. Akasa. Those days are neema and kofo piebe kasa by heart, said or kasa, you know, and we let them go off the hook. Those days should be gone. We must not tolerate or condone that in any way. My final point on IMF for a World Bank report on poverty issue. World Bank for one more annual report. I mean, it's usually not even an annual. They do it every 10 years, if my memory serves me right, if I'm getting the facts right. And so statistics from my is 56.4%. One more 10th Ghana economic update.
So I think it is annual.
No, it's annual.
Okay, so Ghana's 10th, economic update, and they usually measure it based on the international poverty benchmark.
Less than $1 a day.
No, it's actually more. It's $8. $8.3.
Those who live on
a day. It's $8.3 a day.
Okay.
Right. So the benchmark is the 2021 PPP. So this is from World Bank. May pick it. And so this is against the upper middle income line, which is supposed to be 8.30, so $8.30 a day. That is the benchmark that we have here, the 2021 PPP. That is what the World Bank is saying. One more, in over a period of time, have lived below a year's $8 a day. No, is what we are talking about.
MPP. UPS.
What's your MPP?
So UPS.
What's your election?
That was contest MPP.
I don't know. So MPP.
On the wall say. Or say for context, the NDC won all the 11 seats in Upper West Region. First, basic schools students from Upper West Region can't participate in this year annual National Sports Festival due to lack of funds. So whilst all other regions are participating, they are home. Second, our only cabinet minister has just been fired. Upper West doesn't have a seat in the cabinet again. Is that the price for loyalty?
So
Debut.
I mean, just time. Wrap it up. So what I was saying is,
agenda setter. Dr. Zato has agenda setter.
Sir report here World Bank for the Abano. And yes, say be a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama in 18 months a report in it. It's a report over a certain period of time. But you see, beyond that, and I believe say Abaya some strides be. Say idea will follow a year mid-year budget review, Finance Minister Maya. Omaetia says over 900,000 people have moved out of multidimensional poverty, which means that one more affairs one to mean omuntumi ntua school fees omuntumi ntua hospital bills no yetuma biebie nyuma ama mo ide enye bia ya ama sika kakra bem ama womutumi taking care of themselves, moving beyond multidimensional poverty. So usually it's our report as a country, it is for us to understand where we stand. Na yeso eden yetumi IBB afa ho. Na me GDP say aban no di ho dwuma. Rome was not built in a day. And so we'll take it bit by bit. The gumba for biela nda na mwobo. Jala biela nda. Yesu osono wo hoyi. Ya de kakra. Biela nda na mwobo. Enti no me de besi ho. Biela na mama me bra penyin so akebi.
Nice one.
Nice. You should have been asking him about the meaning of biela nda na wabo.
And I make kind.
What's it there?
Because me chance your time.
Osono wo hoyi. The kakra near the bone. Eman be ye.
But say be no be so use umbrella me no ntom ko
Yeah, say quick one. Quick one on the issue of Adenta Kumino. I would like to not to individualize it. When him say young ones ni bi muti so no so e was timid heart no. Say omudi ntutu asem and the politics. Ubeka first one I discuss about vigilantism, you know. So say you can say that temperate language, you know, obi style, or say or be when will be the winning politics. Yeah, me say nkai ba kope na mekai no. Mekai ni say reset agenda na CSOs are info community na you can say ye peno e bi ba ko ye ma aban we ti ase ne say vigilantism no say obeye etutu asem no omo mi omo nsem enti ende say do an say kwen a em say omo ba be didi ne de do no beba enso ye mo bi mu no ye be fo aso say obi a obeye say obeye enkola bonesem bia no ana obeye peyin bone no ye ni ndi mra no say me te a ye to aso o de molo ya musu yesu bi omo no mo say the law is what the law enti do de ana wo ne mra na ebedi na quickly enko poverty ono eye me say awo kire yewo aho kire ene yewo hia ene yewo ohia brubu. There are 3 steps of poverty, and to be here apoto ka say yewo hardship, yewo poverty, yewo extreme poverty. Ghana we've worked successfully over extreme poverty. Baby yewo poverty ne nkofo mo kire mo ohia num kakra ewo ho ene yewo aho kire for no so ewo ho. Now, sir, discussing it becomes very difficult. As I say, ban eduani po na ye estimate of food a would na. So, ohwe tomri any abom. Ofie dia na akwa 2 cedis, 5 cedis, 10 cedis, 20 cedis. Go PM Kempinski na akwa 60 cedis me boa. Enti comparison no, but near here pa ne say ubehu so obi ewo baby obeda food the obedie shelter baby obeda ene nsi obenum sa niama we needs no se wo ho na niama be ko yi a se niama we ene niama me bo ema government enti agriculture o he se budget yi mu a na epiem se agriculture no san konkinkiti project we mu ene sa palm initiatives so sa initiatives we nyina no ebe wo se ebe ma budget yi mu a benya ahonkwan anya eduma aye agriculture no san agriculture na so value addition value chain palm rapportering work initiatives we no humility over early years of my life they are reporting on best 9 years actually say sectors ahura miensa obobo agric construction and tourism upe sa 3 sectors we Ghana wo de eduma hye hope no amankofo dodo na eduma obi bisa me say ewo aban we mu niama be no mehu as an analyst and an advocate and CSO person no I see it well no say the big push big one construction no o sha say steel benders mason for carpenters gata ne nkofo bebrebe guo ana machines no using omo supply stones e man so be ko akodidua aton ade enunti na me ne ode bia yesu wa say yeah companies are question magic contract no mo nsha ase no road minister odibim say oje eduma no bi efie bi mo no e say when they activate the plan say what activities are nyimo we a eduma bi piem aba and the next one sagleme ya
education kinai say adwuma no so be opportunities am nkrofo. Then you also look at the markets in schools aban we say oh be no ye be stress oh see sa niama we labor for carpenters masons enyina benye adwuma wo aye. Then the last one to work on the skills training and connect it to the raw materials. Raw materials are Ghana ye no see an obehwe mu a ye see indigenization of the gold areas no and other minerals no se Ghana for ya engineer nye na enkopiem gold ho kwa apo no ye say value addition sa niama we dentia ye ko eka ewo value addition ne che say ebe ma ememnu no anya ejuma aye into all sectors na my body nyina no the value addition drive of this government say obeka say agriculture construction eba tourism then obetimi aye tourism last one make that area no hear me say say yeshemu kinapa na ebe events sites ni nyina ye mbonkurum na ankrankra nyina December ebe be say make events Ghana Tourist Development Corporation authority no ene Accra FM ene Class FM embe bom na mun bia events ne maye kraba hwefo no ba obi beto edwane edi obi be fa car em obi nya bebi so ada yenko enim nyina no say we mu nyina Ghana no e fa ntuma pa ne fra. May the good Lord bless us.
And I'm paying for as emphasis like I say, my national chairman of PNC, Asake Awengobet, Karim. Thank you for passing through Mura Geoffrey. I can't say thank you. As the PSC, Emma Union Pay, Mr. Union Pay card no call any bank of your choice. Na be you over 183 countries. Ejuma. But transaction be our brooch be we hear Union Pay card. No transaction until me come for Union Pay. Go to your bank as of Union Pay card. More mudi drive bruchino. We see in Honorable Asaka Wingo betting Crawford. Importers and exporters. Here Union Pay card. Quite apart from that, Goyo Super SP and carry mobile. Goyo no coffee in the car. It's a fantastic. I mean, beer will fear beer. Goyo no fail in the car. Timislo, my young come for a year Goyo amount. Ukwa super go super SP a ye engineer man ye kama pa na enyumre ye kan fo go super SP Madura plus akwakofa water tank no so bia ba e level indicator mesro PBC ufie na ebeboa nguni pan mu as hye nipa no nyam unim say about authentic durable and UPVC ADP pipe so a Dura plus mesro we know implosive blockages droben no Ebeboa pass electrical works and plumbing works. We hear Dura Plus DAB. Me can from 0244 336665. Kingdom Herbal Center, the Kingdom Garlic Capsules inhibitors Ababonting. Na a boost to immune system ni a mass stress release. Cell anxiety, arthritis, numbness, hypertension, stroke, and heart disease, cholesterol, but you were Kingdom Ginseng Power Capsules there. Drew for sexual weakness. Sounds not tremendous capsules no boama e bana himfie no e kama ginamba yi na kopel de 0597 298 855 geisha de eno no bia de geisha kra de ankomu hi advert because if bia bekum bia obenya geisha ba cho wo store na geisha enimu a onya guy esa ye beta de ba ko bi ye ma ho bi won se maami a umfa geisha na nsan o store ne kofom geisha de eno na nipa bisa nsa no matade o ti kokope geisha soap de bi kama pa o so pe aloe rose lemon shea butter where coconut no 180 gram na it is display and geisha black no 180 Ghana I can say geisha black 180 gram no 12 Ghana cedis inti for pa just visit any shop or supermarket mako wedding by fan to baby enkwada ebetimi ehunu yan kan for Georgie reality amount better together omunsa ase no omgo so ton chopolisi omatiso 40,000 a year 100 feet by 70 Shy Hills 30,000 100 feet by 70 Mr. Koko Hisho Bachidi Quine na Koko Pibi Joe Poli Shy Hills community 25 Easily Go Hills a brick castle and Dodowa Ubetimi Enyebi. Now I'm saying so affordable land for long-term investment. A beautiful 2 and 3 bedroom homes for growing families. Elegant 4-bedroom executive homes. OPC CDN from start to cracher. Ubetimi Abuwa. Omo community 22 Afarawa Junction. Job number. No people was here. Obo Accra FM. Yamama discount. Odi akasuti na no to that citizen show. On better as this amount 0532 where WhatsApp. Okay, call or WhatsApp 0532 377 136 and 0532 377 137. You see, Homo is here again, and you go and pram are turning up for it. from the 28th to the 29th of August, Pram Homo kick it off with Experiential Center our Methodist Church. Now we know good vibes in Kwa. All MTN poses age 17 to 35 will be participating. Pause trivia. Now you are going to win amazing prizes. They said branded speakers, water bottles, notebooks, any idea. Mr. Elfina Edru Ningo Fosu. Mr. Moa. We 4th to the 5th of September at the Old Ningo Post Office and the airport side. Jumai Monkai na Yanko Kobwa MTN dear Bibium will be when you say okay. Ghana man Kasama for voice for the voiceless, gatekeeper of the nation. Watching my PC with the mind this year. Kwajon Kuma Medas is what the Yoko Facebook I'm quite my producer. Baby, I'm a cost come say Yankopon Yadum. And this in penny for a be choir. So made the home bar for the contested as National Deputy Communications Officer of NDC. I see a hen to a hen for so many no mammy Aquania. I'm saying woman must say the beard. Okay, I'm not much never seen here. Stay on. I'm out.
You know the football season is back. When your baba suddenly knows more than a teta, your trotro mate starts explaining tactics, and your auntie who calls every player Ronaldo now knows Haaland and Mbappe. Suddenly everyone is a coach. Man, it's on. Come for the football only on GoTV. Subscribe on GoTV Super Plus and watch all the games on GoTV. GoTV, love it.
The comfort afterwards for front of a jar. Then you have one more. A mountain, dear, we have. Then need the horse for fro. We see the Mavia for comfort friends. Yeah, what is some from your menuno and son of water. I face your one thing. No mountain, dear Casamau. Got you comfort sachet. What provision shop and now market a bay war. One tag, there will be a sham and a baby. Comfort at Jibabia. FD did the Kratoyatum.
30 years ago, MTN arrived in Ghana and everything changed. Now to celebrate 30 years, we are giving back big time. The MTN at 30 promo is here. 9 Toyota Land Cruiser Prados to be won. Over 10 million Ghana cedis in rewards plus so much more. Connect to your everyday hustle on MTN. Make video calls. Browse the internet for business with family and friends. Connect your home to MTN Fiber. Make that money move on Momo and stay ahead because every move counts. Ghana, let's celebrate 30 years of MTN with the MTN at 30 promo. Use more MTN services, build more points and win big. Dial *530# or visit the My MTN app for more.
Good energy powers the things that people do to empower themselves. It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Goyle, good energy.
This advert is FDA approved, not recommended for lactating mothers, pregnant women, and children under 15.
100.5 Accra FM.
Good energy powers the things that people do to empower themselves. It fuels families, communities, businesses. Good energy fuels nations. It gets things going and keeps them moving. Good energy isn't just what we do, it's who we are. Goyle, good energy.
You know the football season is back. When your baba suddenly knows more than Ateta, your trotro mate starts explaining tactics, and your auntie who calls every player Ronaldo now knows Haaland and Mbappe. Suddenly everyone is a coach, man. It's on! Come for the football, only on GoTV. Subscribe on GoTV Super Plus and watch all the games on GoTV. GoTV, love it.
100.5.
Citizens Power.